Hello, welcome back to the final round of the UK Masters. Yeah, so you say this is vampires versus vampires, but this is going to be an interesting game. These two really need to push into each other, leading the pack with Cathay. Pash is playing for the win. He has a relatively clear lead, so these two vampire players need to get a super high score in this match. They can't sit back, they can't 10-10, they need to kick the crap out of each other. So this is why we wanted to get this on stream, so we can see some deadly undead action happening.
A draw here does nothing for them. There's plenty of people in the Reed area that have got matchups that can get them into the podium. A win here, and they've got a chance.
Yep.
Lose, they're out. Draw, probably out as well. So it's the final day of the season. Nothing to leave back now.
No. They do both need to absolutely smash in this game. They need to win, and they need to win big. Whereas on the tables, a little bit above them, unfortunately, they can just try and sit back for a draw, run away, and try and keep those points. Where a little bit further down, there needs to be a big win. How is everybody doing in the chat? Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us through these 5 games this weekend. And if you've just joined in, this is Keith Wilkinson playing into Charlie. Now, this is going to be a nice little treat. We haven't had Charlie play on stream before, so this should be a nice little treat for everybody. And hopefully they just kick the ever-living crap out of each other as well, I think so.
And looking at the lists and the spells, at some point, I don't think they're actually going to have a choice as to whether they're going in, because they have done very well on their spell rolls. There is a mirror match by a few minor tweaks, and now there is a mirror match on the spells that have been rolled.
Yeah. So they actually have all the same spells. So do you want to run through their spells, and then we'll run through the lists and how the lists are different?
Can do. So the Dark Wizard on both sides has managed to take Phantasmagoria, Infernal Gateway, and Battle Lust. Phantasmagoria is going to be huge here.
Yeah.
If they can get Spiritual Vortex off and lower leadership, creating impetuosity across the army can be horrific. A lot of things charging out sequence or where you don't want them to. The Necromancy Wizards have both managed to pull Spectral Steed, so there's going to be some flying zombie Banshee action. Spiritual Vortex, so big screens. They've got Unquiet Spirits.
Nice.
Magic Missile, there is a Spirit Leech and Hellish Vigor. And then finally, both level 1s have taken the Van Hal's Dance Macabre. So they're not going for the defensive Glittering Robes. They are looking to push as hard as they can and use the Van Hels to buff up movements to get them in range of charges where they want them to go. So it's going to be aggressive.
Yeah, from those spells, they're probably going for it. Yeah, they have to be. One of them needs to get a massive win here. Like, realistically, one of them's going to want at least an 18 or a 20. So they are just going to slam into each other. We're going to see some really aggressive play here. And I think this is something that we've been kind of missing the last couple of games. But we really need it in this final round, or these players aren't going to podium.
Yeah. And it's two players that at the start of the tournament you would have picked to podium.
Yeah.
So they want to podium.
They do.
They don't want to waste their weekend and not come home with something shiny for the cabinet. So
don't worry. We fell asleep in the last game too, so don't worry about it at all.
How could you? That was riveting action. That was what you asked for.
Yeah.
You deserved that game.
This is people yesterday asking for Scott. Unfortunately, when you've got the double blob, that is exactly what you get. So this is going to be a savage game. Both of these guys are really good players. Well, actually, not so much. So Keith is more of a reserve player, where Charlie is more of a hyper-aggression player. So is Keith going to push as hard, or is Charlie going to just absolutely dominate the field? So this battle that we're seeing here is Strategic Locations 4 with Close Encounters.
Yeah. I don't think the strategic objectives are going to make a jot of difference here. The 30 points really mean nothing. They need to table each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be a case of one piece falling or one army not getting their heal off or their weapon skill buff off, because you can't re-roll that in this comp, where you can see things start to very quickly snowball. There has been threats between the players that if it gets to the final turn, they will be charging generals at each other on mortises to see if they can get that win, because to them, 10-10 does nothing. It's no reputation. They do not care. They're going for the win today.
A draw at this stage is a loss. They need to smash each other to be able to get a podium. So just looking at Charlie's list, so we've already gone over Keith's list a couple of times. There are some big differences in Charlie's list. He's gone a little bit different. He's got the Vargeist with Vargoyle in there. We've got a slightly bigger unit of Hex Wraiths as well. and with the far back. So he does have quite a bit of fast movement. Oh,
Yep.
Okay, right. So they're not going to do any like sniping. So playing a little bit more
Gentlemanly
in this game as well, actually, which is quite nice to see. Yeah, that'll be quite nice.
It will be.
Yeah. So this is going to be it's going to be nice to see. It's going to be really weird.
Not going to be a exercise in how to play Vamps to the best of your ability.
No.
They will both be playing at a very high level, but what they need is to win. So this will be a lesson in push. If you don't push, you will not win the tournament.
Yeah, so this isn't actually top table. This is table 3. So top table is Cathay. So Cathay, he does have quite a big lead currently as well. So he's leading by 6 points, which is actually massive.
Yeah.
So Cathay playing into Tomb Kings, and the Cathay is favoured in that matchup as well. So if he gets a win, these boys need to push, need to get an 18 or a 20 to even podium. On the second table, we have Luke Blacksill playing into Scott. So we have the Doctor playing into Scott, the imperishable Reed. Now, the reason we haven't streamed this is because these boys are probably going to sit back and try and go for a draw.
Well, I think it's a different game to the last one, but it's very similar to the last one you've seen. I don't think Luke has got much to engage with.
No,
the blocks.
so I spoke to Luke about this, and he's not going to engage with the blocks at all. Obviously, we showed that in the last game, so we didn't want to show that in this one, just because it'll be even more dancing. So
I could see sort of a 13-7 win for Scott, depending on how he can play the objectives in that game. But Luke doesn't have to engage with the blocks. He can largely stay away from it, but there's very little points he can score outside of those blocks. So I don't think it'll be the most interesting of games to watch. And obviously the top table game, it was just requested that they weren't wanting to do. We had two boys who are going to be throwing hell for leather at each other to try and actually win the tournament.
Yeah, so another one as well is Pash requested to not be on stream for the final just so that he didn't have any extra pressure on himself, and also the fact that he could get past turn 3 as well.
I think it's big for him to get past turn 3. A 10-10 for Pash
would be awful.
Would be pretty rough, because if these boys go 20, then they'll overtake him. There's a lot of games that he's got 6 points ahead. It's a good position to be in, but he can't rest on his laurels because there's a lot of people right behind him.
Yeah, no, 100%. I really like the Vargeist in this matchup. They can just tear through stuff, so you can just send the Vargeist into zombies, smash them. If they haven't been rezzed up beforehand, then that's it's good. It's very good in this matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Carmen. Hey, you're right, Carmen.
We have a Carmen.
Hope you're well. Charlie, we have a Carmen.
Yay! That was an excited yay in response there, Carmen. The love is still there. Worry not.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see because we haven't seen any battles on the stream so far, apart from Ed's, where there's been
big
full
to
combat.
see who gets first turn here.
Oof.
That is a Charlie.
That is a Charlie. So he has taken the first turn. This is going to be really important in getting those buffs up. And also
and it
trying
lets
to get
him
into
just
pivotal positions.
set the pace.
Right. Carmen, happy with Charlie getting the first turn.
As we all are.
As we all are. Let's see how aggro
Charlie getting the first turn just means that he can't do anything but get stuck in. It will potentially give Keith the first screen, depending on how aggressive Charlie gets. But we've got some zombies coming back. We're delighted to see that. More zombies, more fun.
Yeah. Going for that initial res. So an interesting one with the comp at this event. So there was no leadership rerolls with the BSB. So if you fail a res, you cannot re-roll it.
And interestingly, the differences in list design as well. So Charlie's sticking with the BSB to get the no stomps banner. Obviously, the only real threat to that Graveguard unit is multiple monsters getting in and doing multiple sets of stomps into it. So the no stomp banner just makes it pretty much unbreakable. However,
not really going to come up into this matchup.
No, there's not much in the way of T6 in the event, to be fair. So Keith gone for the White King instead, still to get the weapon skill buff from the Helm of Command.
Yep.
So very similar, but very minor tweaks, just depending on what they're expecting to see in the wider meta at the event.
Yeah, for those of you who've just joined, this is the finals of the UK Masters. This is Vampire Counts on Vampire Counts. It is Keith playing against Charlie. Now, this isn't actually the top table. The top table is Cafe, but he has requested to not be on stream playing into Tomb Kings. So the top armies at this event are Cafe, Bretonia, Tomb Kings, Vampires. So even with being heavily comped, Cathay and the Vampires are still reigning supreme at the top. So maybe comp doesn't work, or maybe it is still just the best players are using the strongest armies. So I don't know, because there have been some pretty heavy comps onto both of these. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right, so for everybody that has just joined in, Charlie has got the first turn. He's managed to res some zombies. So he's rezzed up the zombies on his right-hand flank. He's also got the Helm of Command off. Sorry,
thank you.
So the zones are made specifically for this. Just using them for streaming. We don't actually use them on the like in the rest of the games at the tournament, but just for the streaming. It's just so people can see where the units are tipping into the are like towing onto the objectives. Like, we don't actually use them in normal games, just so people on stream can see them. So Pash is playing for the win. He is currently clearing the rest of the field by 6 points.
Yep.
And he's expected to probably win his game as well. And he's playing into a Monster Mash Tomb Kings list, which the Cathay, I would say, probably plays into quite well. So here's one for you, Dave.
Can't tell you. So I don't think much changes. Orcs and Goblins at the moment. The double Wyvern with 9 Fanatics in the build tends to be the preferred option at the moment. There is something I'm working on, but that is sort of purely teams. I can't really talk too much about it, but it is something that's pretty spicy, which I'm enjoying the practice and the tuning and the building of it. To be fair, into top table, I think the problem is, in a world where Hex Race exist, you kind of need to have multiple battle mages and a ruby ring, because you need to ping out fireballs, because we've got no answer to ethereal in the list. It's a challenge at the moment. The Orcs and Goblins are still good into pretty much everything else. They've got very stable core. They've got very aggressive core with the Night Goblins with Fanatics. It's just they can't deal with their Famps at the moment. And I agree, Double Wyvern is lame. There is something new coming. I can't talk about it yet because obviously teams' responsibilities, but there is something spicy. It looks fun.
Yeah, there definitely is. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit more light onto Keith's side of the board. It looks a little bit dark over there, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just before we did anything else, there was a really nice bit of tech that Charlie did in deployment, which is putting his Mortis engine in front of the Vargeist so that they couldn't get line of sight to anything if anything popped up onto the hill, and they wouldn't be frenzy baited out of them. And I'll just answer this quickly before I go. So unfortunately, allies aren't allowed.
You can do mercenaries, but not allies.
So I'm just going to sort the lighting out on the table. Yep. Give me 2 seconds. And for anybody that's logged in that hasn't watched any of the other streams, I'm really sorry about the flickering. Basically, it's a technical issue. I think that my USB hub got knocked on the way up, but we're so far out into the country, I just couldn't go and get a replacement. I'm really sorry. That will be sorted out for the next lot of streams. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, so that one, Gaze of Gork's pretty cool. As a beam list, there's a few consistency issues with it, but they are fixable.
What was it?
Apparently, yeah. It's pretty cool.
I like it. So we have a little bit more light. We can actually see Keith now.
Some say that's a benefit. Some people say not.
Yeah.
I note again that he's got his shoulders covered.
No. So it's actually Matt who is playing on table 1. Scott is currently playing against Dr. Luke Blaxill on table 2. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that game. I did speak to the doctor privately before the game started, and he is not confident to charge into the blocks. So I think that, considering this is strategic locations 4 as well, I literally just think that Scott is just going to try and claim as many objectives as possible and then push and swap objectives.
I think there's an interesting arc in that with the Green Knight. If it goes into the secondary block, it can just keep it there forever because there's no magic weapons. I mean, he's got to do maybe 6 wounds, which is possible.
Yeah, for sure. Points would be the winner, although Pash getting a win. So it's all on battle points. So it's on the 20-0 system. So it's not win, loss, draw. So even if these guys win all 5 of their games and Pash lose this game, it would all come down to the tournament points rather than how many wins and how many losses you got. So it's all down to how many points. So it's more incentivized with you smashing into each other. That's why the 10s that we were seeing in the previous games just aren't that massively useful. But the problem is, like, with good players that don't want to give away those points, people are just taking the safe options. But this final game now, we're going to see some really big scored games now because people just want to push to get as high as they possibly can.
It's the classic. There's no point coming 5th at this point, so you might as well push. There's no difference between 5th and last at this point. So
when do we play the teams list? Literally just at tournaments. So we just play them at the tournaments we go to. And also that we have hundreds and hundreds of practice games.
It's all internal, just to try to keep things that we're up to. Because
we've expanded the team out as well. So we've got like 22 members on Team England now, with multiple different teams inside the team as well. So lots of players to play into and get lots and lots of practice. I mean, practice is key. It's just all about getting those reps.
Yeah.
Any advice looking and getting started in Old Worlds in the new year? Is it worth waiting for a bit? I don't think so. I think the FAQs come in, obviously Cafe come in. I know that you like the look of Cafe, so I think it's definitely worth, if you want to get the Cafe starter set, get the Cafe starter set, because that stuff will be usable, and I think all of that stuff outside of the bloom will have a lot more impact on the game after the FAQ as well. So I think that's quite a nice kind of set to get into if you're looking to get into the Old World.
And I would say the big thing to not get into is that sort of paralysis of planning, where you're constantly thinking, I'm not going to get this just because it might change, or rules may change. Always remember, things can proxy, you can always make use of things, even if it's you buy a model and it's not in the cutting edge meta, doesn't mean you can't use it for narrative games or get it on the table in other ways. So
I mean, the scoring is one of them. I mean, like, there's a lot of tournaments to do win or draw. There's a lot that use the 20-0 system, like at Worlds, for instance. Like, we were the only team that won 5 of our rounds, but we could have won 5, but also someone could have outscored us and actually won the event as well. So, I mean, we're kind of used to it, I suppose, but there are a lot of events that do win or draw as well, right? I mean, I don't know about Kislev coming. There'll definitely be a load of new Arcane Journals coming next year. I mean, if we look at the release rate of armies that we had this year, I would expect to have similar, with a lot more new armies coming as well. But yeah, like you said, you don't want to have the paralysis of not buying anything new, right?
I was the baby of Old World. I started when Old World was announced that it was going to be released. Just got stuck in. I didn't know what was good, but I like Night Goblins, so I started Night Goblins. And at the start of the edition, Night Goblins were Fanatics were it, and if the Fanatics didn't work, you were done. But then it was just playing lots of games, getting into it, finding out what works, what fits your play style, and building the list around yourself. So getting stuck in, enjoying painting and getting models ready, because it's the best feeling is finishing something.
It is. So if we have a look what's going on in this game, so the Graveguard have popped up onto the hill. They are now baiting, with all of the units behind the hill, something to pop up onto that hill and try and go for a flank charge into the Graveguard. There is a trap being laid there. It'll be interesting to see if Keith is going to fall for it or not. Charlie has laid that, so I'll have to see how aggressive Keith is going to be following up. So in Keith's army, on his left side, so it'll be the top of the left-hand side of the screen, so those are the Graveguard, which are proxies for little werewolves, which are pretty awesome. And then he's got his zombies down below, and the bats behind them, and then some banshees to the right-hand side, and then his knights down below. So the blood knights on the far flank, and Charlie has set up his hex wraiths opposite the blood knights.
Which seems a bit of a bad matchup for it. It may be a thing that they
I think it might be a feint.
Yeah, the Blood Knights will probably mash the Hex Wraiths unless Keith gets over aggressive with them, overextends, and then opens up debuffs from the Necromancer into a charge, into multiple screens, and then the Hex Wraiths finish it off if the screens don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a trap being laid there for that anyway.
And it's interesting to see the boys said they were sending, so how far are they sending?
I would like to see them connecting by turn 3, 100%.
Turn 2 or nothing.
Yeah, turn 2 or nothing. Full send, ABC, straight up.
You can't guarantee a 20-0 if you're doing it by turn 3. You've got to get stuck in.
Yeah, 100%. Right, so the templates are coming down. Is that a cheeky Phantasmagoria?
Looks like it. It will be the Phantas because it's a small template, so...
Yeah.
It may be, if you can't get rid of it...
Stop it. Right. Right, Keith is trying to work out what he's doing now. So he's got -1 movement because of the wood on the top hand corner. So he is just pushing up to try and score that top objective because Charlie's left that objective alone. So basically we're seeing like a wheel now where Charlie is holding the bottom and the right hand side objective, where Keith is going up and trying to get the top objective and hold the centre left. I think there's going to be a big bust up in the centre.
There is going to be. It's getting set up. Keith is moving forwards.
Phantasmagoria not so good against vampires, considering obviously you get the +1 to dispel, and also you dispel from the template itself now.
Yeah, but also very good into vampires. They are pretty low leadership. If they finish within it, they gain impetuous because they automatically pass the panic test. Next turn, if Charlie gets off his spiritual vortex, then things are going to be charging left, right, and centre because some of these things are testing on a 4.
Yep, they definitely are. How is everybody doing at home? I'm actually starting to feel a little bit better now. I've had lots of caffeine and I'm starting to feel a little bit more alive. I was very, very groggy this morning, drinking with everyone until a little bit too late. So I think they started like an 8,000 point game at like 9 o'clock last night, which was probably a bad idea, I think. Although some Skaven like tabling a cafe army was hilarious. Yeah. I think that was great. Just a shame we didn't get on camera.
There was large amounts of cheating going on as well. Like,
I mean,
flagrant.
Skaven, yeah. I mean, Skaven just cheated.
It was narrative.
It was narrative, yeah. Like rolling 13 on 2 dice. It's the way forward. It is Vamps on Vamps, but this is going to be a different kind of game. So the top table is Cafe into Tomb Kings. The second game is the Doctor with Britannia playing into Scott with his Tomb Kings. And then this game, because they're on table 3, they have a they need to push. They need to win. So there's going to be no sitting back drawing. These guys are going to kick the ever-living crap out of each other. So out of the 3 top tables, this was the one that we decided was going to have the most action in it. And also as well, Pash didn't want to be streamed for the final game. So he didn't want the pressure, I think, because he's definitely playing for the win. He's got a 6-point lead, so he can comfortably, just as long as he can finish the game, try and score, and then he should be okay. But these boys here need to try and get a big win, an 18 or a 20. That's the only thing that's going to do.
Yeah.
They need the podium.
They're rookie numbers, Mark.
yeah.
I'll have you on 10 by next week.
Yeah. Right. At the moment, they're just trying to work out how to set up for the next
This is
turn.
time to let us know. Who are you hyping for this? Are you wanting Keith or Charlie?
Yeah. I'm just going to move the screen down slightly, I think. Right, so let's have a look on scan layers. Oh, yeah, no, it should be great. It should be awesome. Right, he's pushing up with his Hex Wraiths there. I think they're just waiting to see who makes the first mistake. and then there'll just be a big.
I mean,
pounce.
there's some Blood Knights going backwards. This was not as it was promised. There's going to be a Banshee behind the Impassable in a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be Banshees everywhere in a second.
So Keith showing himself to not be a man of his word. Treachery from the Southerners already.
Right, let's get that camera a bit higher. There we go. So you can actually see that a little bit better.
But it is the thriller shuffle from Keith again. We've got things going backwards. There are things going forwards, to be fair to him. It's a thriller!
Yeah. So the Blood Knights have moved back a little bit, but everyone else is marching up forward. Keith is really scared of a Banshee that's kicking it around the corner of that hill, so he needs to be a little bit cautious this turn. There needs to be a mistake made for him to be able to push up through.
Touch. So rules interaction like this one, it's a bit strange. So Phantasmagoria actually does nothing on the turn that it is placed. It starts its interaction once the movement of a unit within its range is complete. So once you stop moving, you then take the panic test. Passing that panic test, you would become impetuous. So the first turn it's dropped, it does nothing. So if Keith was able to dispel it, it'd be quite big. He was not able to do so. So now anything that moves within range, because it'll auto pass its panic test with it being undead, it now means it's automatically impetuous. But I think he's staying out of range at the moment. But he seems to have got his Spiritual Vortex up and his Phantasmagoria up. So we're one vortex ahead.
Have some memberships, everybody. Got a couple that I can give out. I'm going to start a poll as well. Why is Pash on here? Pash is meant to be playing. What's he doing?
Pash watching the stream to see what he needs to do. That's that's a banning.
I really enjoyed the fact that Pash just got caught out from watching the stream then. That's absolutely amazing.
We need a judge! Judge! It should be the poll. Should Pash be banned now?
I know, yeah. Right, so let's get a poll going. I need to add an option. Right, so the poll is going. Right, there we go. I can't believe we caught him.
It's funny.
I think we should just ban him now.
Right, the
poll is up, so everybody please vote and let us know. Yeah, definitely ban him.
I mean, he needs banned because one of his ogre loaders is on the incorrect base. Modelling for advantage as well at Masters. It's shocking to see.
Cheating.
Absolutely
cheating.
Disgraceful.
Flagrant cheating.
You can tell he's Scottish. That's all I'm saying. It is a travesty to see that. We talk about gentlemanly play, and he's got an extra 10 millimeters on his ogre loader base.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely pushing for it now. So there's been a post put onto Warhammer the Old World page on Facebook about the terrain at this event, and I would just like to say that the terrain is actually really nice here. Potentially, it might not have come up on camera before, but the boards do actually look lovely. I just wanted to put that out. I've also posted up all the pictures from the painting nominations for some comments saying that stuff wasn't nicely painted here as well. So I'm not sure what these people are chatting, but oh well. So if everyone who wants to look at the painting nominations, I've posted them onto the Dowie After Dark Instagram and also onto the YouTube page on my posts as well. So if you want to have a look through them and let me know which ones you like, please let me know. I mean, Amy's with the Troll Horde is just pretty stunning, right?
Stunning. Yeah. It's the sadness for everybody else. There's a lot of beautiful armies here, and then you see the Troll Horde, and it's just, and
it's amazing, right?
It's so good.
Let's have a look. How is the poll going so far? So we've got
53%.
Yeah, 53% on Charlie so far.
35, I'm pashed out to win.
The audience.
That's what happens when you stream snipe. I hope he's seeing this. The people have spoken.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, all of the boards here are themed as well. And the TOs that are running this event actually got a little bit hurt by some of the comments online. I mean, they do a great job. They've got capacity here for over 60 players, so getting 60 boards with themes on it is quite difficult, to be perfectly honest. But it is. Yeah, no, you're completely right. People do like to chat shit. I mean, I'd like to see them do a better job, right? That's the thing.
It's a classic, though. Opinions are like arseholes. Everybody's got one, and you should keep it to yourself.
I thought you were going to say they smell.
No.
That's fine.
No. Bold of a man to chat shit when you've got 10% favourability with a chat.
The funny one on this is obviously like we want anyone to win. Like these are all our friends. Like it's awesome. Like any of these people
except
winning.
Pash.
Yeah, except Pash. I mean, anyone winning would be awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just really funny that Cathay was comped into oblivion for this event. Like you can only take one balloon. Loads of this stuff, like loads of rules were changed. Same with vampire counts. Like all of the cool stuff from vampire counts was taken away.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're still seeing all of these armies on the top tables kind of maybe shows that comp doesn't work.
No, that's the problem. It's a wider issue. I've always said that the comp needs to be specific to each individual army, and it's a hell of a job to actually get that done. A lot of the time people will say, oh, just limit characters. And you're like, well, you can, but what do Skaven and Orcs and Goblins do when they can't pay for characters?
It's a big issue. Hey, you're right, back to Joe. How's it going, mate? You okay? Thank you very much for tuning in again. Yeah, like we got caught up in the crossfire in Italy with trying to limit the amount of fanatics, and then Doomseekers got hit in that, so I could only take 3 Doomseekers, considering the entire list is built around taking more, which is just mental, right?
So we're back up to Charlie.
Yeah. No, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, for the next event, and if I do stream masters again, I'll try and get a better setup for everyone as well. Like I said, I'm really sorry about the flickering. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry.
I still stand by. There's no flickering. It's just you blinking.
Maybe
it is.
Probably just the beer.
You're the only one complaining about it.
Just technology, it annoys me.
There's a lot of tape measure going on here.
There is. I think some stuff's going to be happening really soon. I do really enjoy the templates against vampires are almost useless because it's templates down, templates back up.
It's quite big to get rid of those 2 templates as well. The no general's leadership, whilst also impetuous, stops him from pushing the way that he wants to push.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, we'll just try and improve and constantly try and improve and get it better. And so we'll just keep trying. We'll keep trying. I completely agree with this. I'm actually 100% almost anti-comp. Obviously with a couple of exceptions. Maybe I think
we would prefer that the comp comes from GW. Ultimately, there's a reason why the comp comes in, but we would rather that come from a central place.
Yeah, just ban him. I think just ban him.
Ogre Loader, Stream Stipend. It's really low from Ash Ketchum today.
Yeah. I think the thing is, you get a lot of people that love the game. Obviously, you got a lot of people that played in fantasy back in the day, and there's a lot of emotion tied to a lot of people's armies. So it's the same as like in Heresy compared to 40k as well. It's a lot more like story driven.
I'm going to defend 40k here as well for the first time ever in my life. I think the meta moves a lot slower than in 40k because they're getting these sort of every couple of months there's an update to points and everything like that. People have to be more reactive with their lists, and it's a lot of work goes into an army to get it right. So yeah, defended the 40k players for a change.
Oh yeah, no, true. I mean, the Orc players love their Orc armies, don't they?
And painting 150 orcs takes time.
Yeah, no, it really
I did it with goblins. It takes time.
So there was a post put onto the Old World Facebook channel. So the one that's got the blue logo, so Warhammer the Old World on Facebook, one of the groups. Just somebody complaining about the terrain and stuff. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but just kind of upset the tournament organisers a little bit, which is a bit of a shame because they're trying really hard, and this is the first Masters as well. And obviously about the stream, it is what it is. Like, we'll try and get it better for the next one, but everyone can have their opinion; they're entitled to it, right? So that's fine. You know what? Like, I don't think there's any fractures in the, like, honestly, like, genuinely, I don't think there's any fractures in the community. People tend to go to different events, try different comps and stuff. Like, cool, there are people that prefer different comps, so they mainly play at those events. But I don't think there's any malice towards anyone, or I don't think it's fractured. I think just people play how they want to play, I think.
So I think it's about time I do the top 4 table run. Let's see if we can get some updates going. We know what's happening here. It's a little bit cagey. We were promised more, but I feel like it's going to explode at some point. So I will do the run and find out where we are.
Well, I don't think they should be banned. I mean, they've both been absolutely comped into oblivion at this event, so I'm actually quite surprised that they're doing so well. But they do have some great players, so I think that's probably I suppose the cream always rises to the top, doesn't it? I suppose. Yeah, no, they really do. They do. I mean, if that's what they want to do, then I can't really stop them, right? But yeah, I know. What can you do, man? What can you do? Yeah, I'm hoping at some point they start pushing forward a little bit and get a little bit more interaction. I think it's going to be coming probably like turn 3, which I did call earlier. Yeah, I do find it a bit weird. I think it's like a fantasy thing that all the players, obviously we got abandoned after 8th edition, so everybody had to go off, create their own comps, so everybody feels that they need to do that now. But I think as soon as Games Workshop starts stepping up, doing it a bit faster, then I think we'll be okay, and I don't think we'll have a need for this. If we start getting stuff like the balanced data slates for 40k, obviously I wouldn't want them as often, but if we can just start getting some stuff to help the weaker armies, bring everything in line and keep everything to like about a 45% win rate. I know obviously there's like narrative players out there that don't really care about the win rates and stuff, but you just want to have those fun games at home with your friends, as well as fun games at tournaments where everyone has an equal chance of winning. I know there's obviously always going to be a bit of an asymmetrical game, a bit of rock, paper, scissors, but if you can try and limit that down a little bit, then I think that'll be a good thing. Love it. Yeah, no, that is true. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So I've played into 6 cannons. Sorry, not 6 cannons. I played into 6 balloons, 7 balloons, multiple times when we were testing for Worlds. That is a horrible game. I would just say, instead of comping, just like restrictions rather than comping and changing rules. So when I say comp, I mean changing rules. I think like changes to army composition, I would kind of have that as more of a restriction. So I think the restrictions is fine. Actually changing rules, I'm not a massive fan of, but it is what it is. It's community voted for this event. So it was the players that were playing here. They voted on everything that changed, which is fine considering that there is 3 cafe players, and there was 3 vampire players, so they were involved in the comping as well. Like I know Charlie also didn't care what happened. Like he didn't care if vampires got hit down. So even if the players think that their army's too strong as well, then that's positive for the community as well, I think. Thank you very much. I mean, you didn't have to say anything to him, but obviously thank you so much. It's just everybody here is trying to do as good a job as they possibly can. I just really appreciate any support, and really appreciate everyone for being on the chat as well and watching along. Hopefully you've been enjoying the games. I'm really hoping that these two connect really soon and we start seeing some undead tackle some undead and absolutely smash them. Yeah, like it's been a lot of work for anyone that's ever done anything like this. It's quite difficult, but I think somebody's got to do it. I mean, like I'm not getting paid for this thing. Like I'm just doing this to show the game off. I volunteered to do the streaming for this just so that the community could see the UK Masters. Just because the other YouTubers from the UK were playing. So I thought I'd just try and show it off to the world so people could see some of the games happening. But yeah, I'm not actually earning any money from this. So for anybody out there thinks I'm getting paid, I'm not. Yeah, that's the thing. I think a difficult one with comp as well is you end up just kind of going to the events that you like that comp of as well. So I think you kind of end up finding your favorite ones, whether that be like Renegade, or whether that be like the Forgotten North comp, or these are just like English ones. But yeah, like you just kind of go to the ones that you want to play in, right? I think. Yeah. This is the thing. There is a big difference. Like obviously with competitive play, it does trickle down into games that people have at home. So there's a lot of people that be playing in their kitchens or playing at local clubs that do copy these lists. Potentially don't pilot them exactly how they're meant to be piloted, or don't know why there's specific items on them, but they'll end up being quite strong. And that does kind of trickle down and create these almost like arms races in local clubs. I know people will argue against me, but I helped start up a local club back in 2015, and I know this happens from personal experience. So people do end up copying these lists, um, even for narrative. Like I think there's like almost an inherent need that people want to win. I think even in narrative games. Yeah. This is the thing. Like, I'm not a massive fan. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I really like asymmetrical terrain. Like the terrain that they've got at these events here, it actually means that the role for the side is impactful. I quite like that as well. So it means something trying to get that role. I quite like. Yeah. So I've played in quite a lot of narrative sixth edition events, and there was one event years ago when basically we had to roll off to where the terrain went, and I was running a gun line at that point, and we had to roll for the terrain after deployment. And then the guy I was playing against rolled, won all the rolls, and put loads of buildings in front of my gun line. So I just couldn't shoot him. So I'm glad that's not around anymore. That was horrendous. Uh, Oh, really? I mean, I hope so. There was those rumors. I know, obviously, like, don't listen to rumors, but there was rumors going around that there was going to be a Savage Orc army coming soon. But that was on the same 4D post that had the Kraken Slayers. So, but I can dream. I can dream. So hopefully they can come out. Tier allowance. Yeah, no, it really does. It really does. I'd like to see some more varied. Like, obviously, once all the new cafe models comes out as well, I think the main issue with cafe is that the over reliance on something that's very, very good and under points costed. Whereas when they have a full roster of army, I think that they'll still be strong, but I just think it'll be a lot less of a feels bad. And obviously, if they get some adjustments as well, I think that cafe will be. There's a lot of hate against cafe, and I fully appreciate this, but I think once they get toned down a little bit, I think the sales will spike in them. Obviously, a lot of people have collected them but just don't want to play them. So I think once the changes come in a couple of weeks, then we're going to see a lot more of them on the table. And I'm happy to see them on the table. Like, the new models are stunning, and I'm super happy to play against them, to be perfectly honest. Once they're not horrendous to play into, then I'm happy with that. Yeah, no problem at all, mate. Great to have you on. Hopefully, you enjoy the show. I have been abandoned by Dave. I think he's going around trying to see how the final game's going. I think everybody needs to horrendously push and try and win these games. It's the final round of Masters, so everybody that's joined in, the final is happening. We are on table 3. We're not on table 1. Basically, Pash with his cafe is playing into a Monster Mash Tomb Kings list on table 1. He didn't want to be streamed because he didn't want the pressure, because he needs to get to turn 6 to get as many points as possible. The Doctor is playing on table 2 against Scott Reed with his Tomb Kings, so Bretonia versus Tomb Kings, playing to the Royal Host. Now, we spoke to the Doctor a little bit before, and he said that he was going to try and probably not engage. So that's the reason that we're not streaming that game, just because the last game was a non-engagement as well. And these guys need to get the points. So they need to push up, they need to smash into each other. I'm surprised we haven't seen them hit into each other yet, but I'm sure it'll be coming really, really soon. Yeah, this is something as well that I actually quite like. Like when me and Tom were going to be doing the UKTC, basically what we were going to do is have it as symmetrical terrain for the top like 10 tables, and then go down for a more narrative as you go a little bit further down, which I quite like. Like, if you're not there to win a tournament, just have fun, I suppose. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, it's people can say what they want as well. It's opinions. Like it doesn't matter. Like I've got thick enough. I think everyone's got thick enough skin. I think it's fine. So right, flame cannons currently are not amazing. But if the meta changes, so if we go into a world that's got loads and loads of infantry, which we are starting to see, all the vampire lists, all the Tomb K lists, they've got loads of infantry. The moving and shooting flame cannons that you can duck and get a diagonal flame across these big units, if you've got 2 of them, can be quite deadly. I mean, you get a lot of hits. There was a leak rumor. I think it's more of a rumor. I think it's more of a wish list actually. That templates are going to lose the partials. I mean, I don't think that. Like, I don't think that's going to be coming, but potentially. If that does come, suddenly the flame cannons are actually quite good. But the problem you got with flame cannons, if you're playing against like a monster mash army, you're going to be doing 1 hit into a dragon, which isn't great. But if you're playing into infantry, then it's definitely something to consider. So if you know that you're going to be playing against a Night Goblin army, for instance, then flame cannon's definitely a decent choice now, especially in Expedition Force, where you can run them with moving and shoot, so they can duck out from behind cover, get onto a nice angle, then that's fine. No. So that would make them better, in my opinion. So if you lose partials, but everything hits that touches the template, suddenly they'd be amazing. Hell yeah, I would 100%. I think if you lose the partials, I was just talking about the the rumor that partials are going just to hits. That it's not going to happen, but it'd be good if it did.
The dream's alive.
The dream is alive. Yeah.
Fist of Gork.
Yes. So basically, I made a list the other day, and I think it was like 21 steam guns in a list. So if it happens, it's happening.
If they get rid of partials, Fist of Gork, a 5-inch template of a assailment spell. The Gobblegeddon's coming back.
Yeah, the Gobblegeddon. No, it does. It makes artillery actually impactful. Like mortars and grudge throwers and stuff are a little bit. They're not as good. Like into infantry, they're nowhere near as good as they should be.
Yeah.
Like they're relatively decent into monsters with large bases. You get it under the hull, but into infantry, they're just not that impactful.
So we do have some updates. Yeah. We have the Scott versus Dr. Luke game. Mm-hmm. There is some running away happening. Dr. Luke unfortunately lost a bombard turn 1 to a misfire. I did have to intervene with a little bit of in-game coaching and remind him that you shouldn't misfire all your cannons, and if you do, don't roll a 1. Unfortunately, he didn't listen, but you can only lead a horse to water. In the Pash game, there was a big moment. The Monkey King Paul, Shigungan General, went into a Necrosinx.
Yep.
There was a Snippy Snicks on a 6, and he passed his ward save. There was a lucky boy there. Passed his ward on a killing blow. So he's lost a Necrosinx now, but it is still tight. They both seem to be pushing, but there's a lot of posturing going on as well.
Yeah.
Pash getting a bit of luck at top table at the moment. So how are we looking here, Richie?
So at the moment they are still posturing. They're pushing forward. I was hoping that they would have connected by now. I think they're just getting into... I think they're both just trying to push forward to get angles where they think they're going to be positively favourable in the combats.
Yeah.
And then I think there's going to be a big push. Probably, I think, turn 3, turn 4. I think they're waiting to see whoever pushes first. So I think whoever pushes first is probably going to lose the combat. It's going to be the retaliatory combat that wins.
How they set up the counter.
Yeah. So I don't think that Iron Breakers need a reduction in points. I think what Iron Breakers need is a 2-up save. I think if they had a 2-up save, they'd actually have a point, because currently there is 0 point to take Iron Breakers outside of wanting a strength 4 attack at AP 1. Apart from that, you just don't need them. And the fact that they don't have a range attack outside of taking a grenade as well, considering they're only ballistic skill 3, it feels pretty bad. In a world where everything's just shooting or you're playing into vamps, I'm hoping that we do get like a couple of different changes, maybe making objectives even more impactful than they are now for infantry, potentially. I'd like to see maybe all infantry be able to score, potentially making the objectives worth even more. Or even like a progressive. So if you take a objective off somebody, then you get a bonus points for that. I think that'd be quite nice. Then it would incentivize people actually smashing into each other.
Are they getting the fight in 2 ranks at all times for infantry?
Yeah.
Even if you charge, because at the moment, even infantry often just stands for 2 units posturing. because if you charge, you're often at quite a negative.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with a 2-up save re-rolling ones, the only thing that's ever going to be going into these has got a minimum of AP2. So you would be on a 4-up save re-rolling ones, potentially a 5-up save re-rolling ones. Honestly, it doesn't feel bad. Like, your opponent is not going to put no AP into the Iron Breakers. Yeah. So I personally think it's fine. For the points that you pay for them, they don't currently have a role. Hammerers, I really, really like Hammerers. They're really good, like, area denial, so you can stop other infantry from claiming objectives, because you can just walk onto that objective and they're not going to charge you, just because everybody's scared of them. They'll never get into combat the entire game, but they can zone areas out. Like, even like monsters won't want to charge them a lot of the time. This is another issue. Just Iron Drakes are just, like, don't get me wrong, Iron Drakes aren't that great at the moment, but they're still better than the Breakers.
Give Iron Breakers the Troll Hammer.
What, the old Troll Hammer? Yeah, the old Troll Hammer.
Just for funsies.
Okay, I think that'd be quite good. But yeah, like, currently, not so much. Right, I'm just going to be back in a second.
Yep.
2 seconds. Right, I'll leave you in Dave's hands. So if anybody wants to ask Dave a question, just pop a comment in, and it'll be able to answer you. I'll see you in a second.
So we are still waiting for the big push. We were promised, so let me know. It is on BCP. I believe if you search for today's and yesterday's date and just put in the Masters, it will come up. You can't see the individual lists because unless you are subscribed to Best Coast Pairing. That's not the tournament organisers. That is a Best Coast Pairing setting. However, you also unlikely to see the results of the specific games. Just because the tournament organisers are keeping that private. It just stops people from making deals, knowing what they need to win, and playing accordingly. We want people to be pushing, so that's not visible at this point in time. I don't know. I want to see the Night Goblin Arcane Journal. We're due the Night Goblin Army of Infantry. I want to see Goblin War Bosses on Mangler Squigs, or the Savage Orc Horde with giant spiders. But we are seeing a push here. We are seeing a push with zombies. So they have maxed out the zombies, I think, to 40. So he's now happy to push those forwards. So he is leaving a charge. The zombies themselves will gain Impetuous here. And it looks like he's looking at the Grave Guard going as well. Ooh. Again, I do not know. I reckon, I think it could be potentially a second edition launch army, to be honest, for the Kislev. I'd love to see bears. I think bear cavalry would be cool, but it's a brand new range and they're still pushing out Cathay at the moment, so it just depends on how Cathay sold, really, I think. It's a fair assessment, I think. Depending on attitudes, he's wanting to try something different. It's not worked out for him, this event. But some people like to try things and have specific armies that they want to play. It's not worked out for him, but then we can make the same conversations about Mark Buslek, who's a very good experienced player, Steve Toll, who've both brought sort of very aggro Warriors of Chaos lists and have not really performed as well. So, yeah, we can all sort of question decisions, but the players who have qualified, they're going to do what they're going to do. Why wait till Worlds, Nico? Do you tomorrow? Oh, that's a Richie question, this. I like those. I've actually got a dwarf army. I've just never put it on a table before, just because I'm playing other stuff. But new models, I'd quite like to see some sort of more mobile unit that is combat focused. I'm not the biggest fan of the sort of gyro spam as a list, even though it's sort of very much the sort of list I would play myself. So I can't really say anything against it, but I'd like to see something a bit mobile at this time.
You, mate?
Ooh, Dankeschön.
We've been downgraded to water today, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a nightmare.
I agree. You can take any list that you want to
find out what's going on in this
He
game.
would be a hero if he'd done well with that list as well. So it's all cool. And it's same theme. Like, Mark's a really, really good player. He's really knowledgeable. I've had a lovely day chatting to him, to be fair. Really, really nice guy. Sometimes lists just don't go your way. Like, Steve is a very good Dragon player. He has played a lot of tournaments and done very well, similar to Mark as well. This round, he's just getting the worst possible matchups, really. Steve is now playing. I was having a chat with him. He's playing into the Gnome. Steve was my punching bag while I was developing my Gnome world list. So he's had weeks and weeks of me tuning it up, shooting him in the face, getting better at it. So he was beating me at the start, and in the end, he couldn't touch me. And now he's playing my little protege with the same list, who's doing all of the same tricks that I set up at the first time.
So I have a little bit of news about this game. So turn 2, the reason we haven't seen combat yet is both of them failed all of their spells turn 2. Nothing went off, no buffs went off, absolutely nothing. So we're at the bottom of 2 now. We're going to be going into 3, but they are both wanting to get in. There's been combats offered up, things are going to be going in. But yeah, the problem is no buffs, no spells, so they just couldn't commit this turn. I think they both want to be buffed up and then just kick the living crap out of each other, I think.
So it looks like Keith is starting to move forward with the Blood Knights as well. He's measuring it at least. So has that Banshee moved out of the way for him?
Yeah, no, it has,
Yeah. Maybe it's another trap. They are very mobile. They've got the Infernal Gateway. He has got the Spectral Steed. So that's potentially a 24-inch, 32-inch range on a screen with that combo.
Yeah, I mean, so we can definitely get him. I don't think there's too much. At least he's not blocking the route for Keith now, but I can imagine it is probably a trap. I do enjoy the Vargs are just chilling at the back. I mean, they're just going to try and pop around, I think. They're just going to try and table something. Oh, that's so cute. I just hopefully we see all of the spells just going absolutely ham in this next turn. Oh. Right, 1 second, everyone.
So, push is coming. There is movement. It is starting to liven up. It's the whether Charlie wants to have a fight with some zombies and open up his flank. Does he want to put his Vargeist into the Graveguard? There's a few different options for him here. Don't know if the Vargeists have got full line of sight, actually, so where he could charge or not. So,
yeah, no, I don't think he's going to be able to charge with Vargs this turn.
It tends not to. He tends to use them as the secondary charge piece. So, Keith does look to be ahead on objectives at the moment, but as we said at the start, means very little.
I think the Empire Knight is fun, actually, I think.
Well, there's a few little tricks. You want a Dark Wizard in there on a horse to get that sort of frenzy and hatred buff going. And then a Priest of Ulrich can be pretty spicy as well, getting multi-wounds 2 into the unit as well. That's pretty spicy. I mean, Peg Knights don't want to deal with it with a counter charge and the like.
No. I think it can be quite good, actually. Like, the hero's not too bad. He's just got a bit of a rubbish save. The Knights Panther guy.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame. I think him with a shield would have been quite good. I think that was a bit of a flavour fail, I think. Yeah. I mean, domination skews super hard. Like, you don't see domination that much. Like, when you're at a tournament, you'll only get domination once.
Yeah.
So I suppose one mission where the army has to scatter out and go looking for stuff at the end could maybe, I don't know. Like, I think it's fine if it's not used too much. It's usually one in an event anyway, which isn't too bad. So for
It's better than King of the Hill.
Yeah. For anyone that's been watching all these games, or for anyone that's new, there hasn't been a King of the Hill at this event. So it skews too much. Nobody enjoys King of the Hill apart from the Vampire and the Tomb Kings player. It just kind of skews the game a little bit too much. Like, it's almost an auto loss if you're playing into an undead Death Star. So there's no King of the Hill here. So it's mainly just like the strategic locations. Right, so Charlie's just taken a little bit of a break. I think he might have just gone and got a drink at the bar. Keith is now pushing the Blood Knights off. Sorry, they are off the camera. I think they're on literally the far edge of the board in marching column. So we're literally...
they're out of marching column. He's charging.
Oh, is he
if
going?
He wants to.
Yeah.
They've got drilled anyway.
So they've got drilled.
And the hexes are following up
so we're
behind.
literally missing like 2 inches of the table, and that's where the stuff's gone. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I think he's going to push up. I think he's going to try and either go for the Hexies, or he's trying to get the Hexies to charge into him, which will be interesting, I think.
Yeah. He's banking on, because they're a 2-up save with regen, that he can tank it. They've got magical attacks on the Blood Knights, 2 attacks each and counter charge. So that charge is not the best for Charlie with a Hex race.
So the Terror guys, so basically we stopped in England especially using the 6 Scream list a while ago now. It's just not a very good way to play into our meta.
It's the distinction. So the 6 Scream list is very good.
Yeah.
But it is probably the easiest of the lists to play. Now, Keith was a big fan of the 6 Scream. He was doing very well with it in tournaments, and it was Charlie who innovated with the Hex race into that sort of 3 Scream or 4 Scream, depending if he goes double Mortis. And that really changed that meta, because the Hex race has got a quite strong matchup into the 6 Scream.
Yeah.
And then the more cannons that there are in a meta, the worse the 6 Scream gets as well. So it's not so much one's better than the other. A lot of things struggle with the Hex race a lot more than the 6 Scream.
Yeah, exactly. And you're also not given any juicy targets for cannons, for Ushabti, anything like that. So if you've got like a big shooting meta, then that forces the Terrorgeist away, just because you've got to hide them all game. So it does make that list a little bit worse. That's crazy. Try and get them to do it once per event, then it'll be okay. I think domination every other game would be a bit rough, I think, actually, because that just surely favours all of the skirmish lists too much.
Yeah. Oh, I'd have a field day.
Yeah, we would. I'd really enjoy that with the gyrocopters, actually. I think that would be fine. Right, I think Charlie's definitely going to be going in next turn. 100%.
He's really got to at this stage. So Pash seems to be ever so slightly ahead in his game at the moment. He's ahead by a Necrosync, so it's not enough to get out of the 10-10 yet, but they are looking to leverage up that further. So now it's a case of it's do or do not. It doesn't matter. Like, if you lose, you lose. It's you've got to give up the sort of pride at this point and just say, look, I don't care between 2 people that are equally experienced. They're both winning GTs. They're both qualified. They're both very close to each other in the rankings. A draw does nothing for them.
No.
So it's now one of these times where it's just, can I go? Don't be daft with it, but if you get a 10-10, it doesn't do you anything. So
yeah. I think you just need to not take any of the safe plays.
Yeah.
Just go in.
It's calculated risk, isn't it?
Yeah. Just try and go for those big wins. Like, I think anything underneath, like, even an 18 is not going to do anything for these guys.
Nah, they need to go for the big win. Get crumbles, get something going on.
Right, I think Charlie might be trying to bait the Grave Guards.
A lot of take measure action.
Is this potentially a back placement?
We're getting views of Charlie that only Carmen should see right now, but he is intent. Setting this away, so it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Well, I'm just going to go find out what the plan is. 2 seconds.
Yep.
So basically, Charlie's working out this turn whether he can get into the zombies or he can get up into the graveyard if he can push up that way, which then also leaves his backfield open for Keith to be able to come round and swing into the backfield with the Blood Knights and also his Hex Wraiths as well. So that is why Charlie's got his big unit of Hex Wraiths down the bottom to try and protect his backfield from the units that are going to be coming down the bottom end. So I think we're going to start seeing a swing very soon.
Yeah.
If the Graveguard can get anywhere near the Graveguard, obviously there's going to be buffs to movement going off here. If he can get all the spells off, and also potentially
it's that sort of frenzy and hatred really offsets the fighting 2 ranks from the other unit.
Yeah.
So if he can get it off, there's potential of big drills, at which point it unleashes the Vargeist to get stuck in as well.
Yeah, for sure. And another one as well, like if he pumps his Graveguard just in front of the opponent's Graveguard, gets them to charge in. If he's close enough, there won't be initiative bonus. He actually gets more attacks if he can stop the frenzy as well. So even if he's just plonked an inch away, he can either wait to get charged or then charge in his next turn and then just smash through. He just needs to guard his flank from those zombies, but I think there is going to be a plan with that, I think.
Definitely. But I will do the next sweep because this is the final game. We need
Yeah.
updates, and we've lost Mop to the Open. He's playing as Skaven, so I might even get an update from him. We'll see.
I think he won 20-0.
Did he? Oh, there we are. There's a quick update for you.
Yeah, so Mop has been downgraded from the Masters to the Open because he had to drop out of the Masters yesterday with his Skaven, and he has won 18-2 in his first game and 20-0 into his second game. The Skaven just beat some Tomb Kings. So, the Skaven are actually doing really, really well. 2 massive wins for the Skaven in the Open. Oh, here he is. I heard you won. Was it 20-0?
Oh, yeah, straight away. I'm kicking around in the kiddie pool, aren't I? I've just come to judge the second best vampire player in the world and the third best vampire player in the world playing on the stream right now.
Although we did see Keith beat you last time.
So I felt bad for him. Like, he's an old man. He'd already lost to me twice at tournaments, and I thought it was his time for a win. He deserved a win, bless him. The stress is getting to him, if you can see the bowl patch. And he's just lost his air, because I come in, and I'm constantly just fucking ripping him a new one. So it's nice to see him doing well.
Nice. How are the Skaven going?
Oh, they're fucking brilliant, man. I've played 2 games. I got a 19-1 and a 20-0.
Oh, I said you got an 18-2 earlier. 19-1.
19-1. Played Vampires, 19-1. Played Tomb Kings, 20-0.
Nice. So the Skaven are doing really, really well. Do you want to just quickly talk through your kind of Skaven tactics while they're working?
Roll 6s. Lead from the back. Yeah, sure. So it's essentially like a Death Star build. Big block of Storm Vermin, 1,000 points of characters. You've got the Battle Magic, Bracier, just Arcane Urgency, and Open Shield.
Yep.
Just to give them a bit more resilience. At the end of the day, they're Strength 3, Toughness 3 rats.
Yeah.
So they just need a bit more. They get a 3-up armor save in combat, heavy armor shield, and then obviously the parry rule. But they're still pretty fragile for a big block of infantry.
Yeah.
Then you've got the level 4 Demonology to just make them more.
I think Demonology is really, really good, to be fair.
Yeah, so you go in, you've got Swift Stride Banner.
Hello, good morning, mate. Good morning. How's it going?
Swift Stride Banner on the Storm Vermin as well, so they're fast, and then they can get into some charges. You can catch some people out. They don't expect the rats to be charging 14 inches.
No. I really enjoy the Swift Stride on them. I think it makes them really, really good. For those of you who've just tuned in, Mop has managed to win 2 games with the Skaven on the trot, a 19-1 and also a 20-0. So the last game was into Tomb Kings, right?
Tomb Kings.
Nice. Considered one of the problem armies a little bit.
It took me 2 turns to pop a Tomb Guard block. So
Nice. So you hit it first. Skaven need a nerf.
Best army. This is why I'm no longer playing in the Masters. They were all scared of the Skaven dominance. And there was an assassination attempt on Friday night.
Nothing to do with you vomiting out your nose yesterday morning.
Poison blades. Poison is still effective.
So for anybody out there, Mop was meant to be playing on the first stream yesterday morning. which was going to be the Skaven into the High Elves, but unfortunately he drank too much Skaven brew and couldn't be on the game, which is a little bit annoying because he was going to be wearing this mask throughout the entire game, which is nightmare fuel, right? But basically the entire list is built around like Death Globes, the big Death Star, and then everything's got magical attacks as well, which into this meta is amazing. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, right, so we've got an update. Charlie is going to scroll Battle Lust. He is going for it. Charlie is going to go for the big charge. It's all going to kick off, I think. So he wants this spell to go off. If he can get in there, get as much damage done as possible, he needs to get in there. He needs to control the tempo of this game. Whoever's controlling the tempo from this point on is going to control where the points go.
Did Charlie take Dance Macabre on his level 1?
Do you know what's really funny? They actually all rolled exactly the same spells, which is hilarious. But yeah, so they basically just got everything aggressive, so they can't sit back. So they've got none of the defensive spells. So they both just need to hit into each other. It's been a little bit chill so far, but I think it's about to kick off.
This is table 3 currently, right?
This is table 3, yes. So for everybody that's just joining in, this is currently table 3 at UK Masters. Table 1 is Pash with his Cafe and playing into Tomb Kings. And then, Monster Mash Tomb Kings, yeah. And then table 2 is the Doctor playing into Scott. So that is Bretonia into Tomb Kings, but that's Royal Host with the double blob that we saw in the last stream.
That's a 10-10 game if ever added to you on.
Yeah.
Luke just has had enough and decides to charge a block.
I don't think he will. I think
he knows what he's doing.
He'd be too stupid to. So the Destroyer of Eternities can just kill an entire unit of pegs.
Exactly. He knows the game well enough. He knows how to run away.
Yeah, like the Doctor, like we've seen him play, like he's a really good player. He's not going to fall for a trap like that. And he's going to be on the second row, so he can just pop to any point in that combat as well. Yeah. It's just not worth it. Like there's no positioning with those pegs that can break that.
Straight up.
Not at all.
Yeah, he's too smart to fall for the double blobbing trap.
Right, so the spells are going off. Right, so everything's gone off so far. So Battle Lust. Charlie, once you've got all your spells off, can you let us know everything that you got off?
I got 2 initial, 2 skills right now, and I Spirit Leech the Graveyard.
Right, so he's literally just got everything.
Spirit Leech on the Graveguard.
Yeah, Spirit Leech on the Graveguard.
On Charlie's Graveguard.
Got the Helm as well for the initiative as well.
Helm of Command for the weapon skill.
Helm of Command for the weapon skill as well, yeah.
And then Vigor for the initiative and weapon skill more.
Right. It's all going off. He's going for it. He's trying to dispel the vortexes.
Very reminiscent.
One vortex gone. This is quite important now.
Of what Keith
didn't get rid of that vortex.
In Wales.
Yep.
So he got all his spells off, charged my Graveguard, didn't pop them. And then obviously in my turn, I had the rerolls on my BSB, but I got to res them back up and got all my spells off in return.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't have the chance to res in between those two combats, and then that's how he lost by charging, even with all his spells up.
Yeah. So the lists, they were shown off on the stream at the beginning, or there are list review videos on YouTube. So if you just want to open up on your phone and go through, Pash did a list review, Ed on Close Order did a list review, and
so at this point they're essentially the same. One big unit of Graveguard, 1 7-man unit of Hex Wraiths on both sides. This is
and on the Imperishable YouTube channel as well, they did one as well. Unfortunately, they are locked on BCP, which is a little bit annoying unless you remember. We didn't do this. That was BCP. I do apologise. A little bit further back in the video, we did go through Charlie's. Keith's was on the previous video as well.
The only real difference between the two lists is Keith got the Blood Knights and Charlie's got the Vargeist. And apart from that, it's essentially the same list playing each other. So
yeah, pretty much. I do quite like the Blood Knights in this.
Yes, it's good in the mirror as well. They are good.
Well, they're saying that the Vargeist are quite good in the mirror as well, actually. So I mean, both similar.
They've got the magical attacks though, so it's another answer to your opponent's Hex Wraiths.
Yeah.
Obviously, 2-up armor save, the strength 4, toughness 4, 2-up armor save, drilled. They are good. They are strong. And we know the Italians and the other Europeans love a good Blood Knight.
Yeah, no, they do. So we are seeing the Brave Knights finding out using a drill maneuver as well, trying to get within within 1 inch. I think they're trying to make sure that it's a front charge for those Graveguard going into them as well, trying to probably limit attacks as well, I think. So the Graveguard have gone into the zombies, going to try and push them back. I know what he's doing.
He's going to try and pop the zombies and overrun into the Graveguard.
Yeah, he's going to try and pop them, which is potential. I think he was setting up before to do a charge into the Graveguard with the extra movement, but the problem was he didn't manage to get rid of the second of the vortexes. If he'd have got rid of that vortex, so he could have gone into them, but he couldn't, so he's going to have to go for a different tactic now. So this is going to be hitting into the unit of zombies, popping them, slamming straight into the Graveguard. Right, I think...
got a brace back.
I know, I think you've been kicked out.
Getting kicked out again. I've been talking today, and you still
You have.
He is alive. There is a big upgrade in...
Yeah, like I was saying, the assassination attempt failed. I'm back to full strength.
Oh, the Rams won.
Ooh. They were played last night. It was only just as well. I haven't seen the highlights.
Can I get your copy?
Apparently it was close.
I don't actually know any copies there. Yeah, that's pretty rip. Right, give me 2 seconds. I need to try and find where the hell I put my car keys.
That's cool. So
Maybe.
minor updates. The Black Seal and Scott game, there is still a lot of running away happening. Scott is trying to chase things around the board with giant blobs of skeletons. The Pash game, he is ahead at the moment. He seems to be ahead by 2 Necrosphinxes, so he is looking like he is winning the game at the moment. Jack Toll seems to be having a bad game into Ed. It looks like Ed is going to win that game. And we also have the Jack Allen game into Sam Toll. Bit of a knife edge, but it looks like it's going to get quite spicy quite soon with a very big unit of Pegasus Knights as well. So still close across the board. There's still opportunities for people to score, but Pash does seem to be doing what he needs to do to get the big win at this time. So little updates. We'll know more in maybe an hour. We should have a better idea of how things are going to finalize. Obviously, big charge here. Can he pop the zombies?
Right, so should we have a look, see how the poll was going, and then close the poll? So we've got a 46 on Charlie,
equal
46 on Pash not to win, and then 9% on Keith. So it's not looking too good for Keith.
Now we need to know who's going to win in a real fight between Pash and Charlie.
This is true. Right, let's go for it.
This is the theme of it. The ultimate poll.
Yeah, this is the ultimate poll. There we go.
I think Pash has got the size advantage early, but Charlie's from Rothbury. He'll fight dirty if he needs to.
Yeah, no, he definitely will. Yeah. So there's a lot of like techie stuff that is happening. So there's definitely some fun stuff happening now. It's going to start kicking off. Shit's going to start dying everywhere.
Things are going to just start charging.
Yeah, I think we found the one vampire supporter, I think, on the...
We said there'd be action. There is now action. It's interesting to see where Charlie goes from here. There is a Banshee floating around behind to stop a gift ground in case of anything bad happening to those Graveguard. I potentially think it is just going to be a counter-charge Graveguard into the Graveguard. Slightly risky at that point because he can farm a lot of combat res into those zombies as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but they need to push.
Yeah, they both do. No way. Lizards next time. Absolutely
Nice.
Love it. How many skinks you bringing? I know. Well, they're going for it now. They have to.
They both know. Like, they've got to do something. This is the problem. They're both good players. They've both got good lists. They're both in a position where they want to do well. The Vargas are now sitting in front of some zombies and saying, oh, we're a little hungry right now.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier on, for those of you who just joined, so this is the third table. So these guys, one of them needs a really big win. A little win or a 10-10 isn't going to do it. One of these needs to 20-0 the other one. Like, it needs to happen. And I think we'll probably see that, I think.
Yeah, I think it's one of these moments where it's going to come down to, eventually charging generals into units just to see if they can get that big pop.
Yeah. The answer is always yes. No, it definitely
is always yes.
As many skinks as humanly possible. I think that's
if they had fire and flee,
I mean, they're just relatively awful to play into anyway.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, like, I don't think the poison nerf actually hits skinks too bad, really.
No, it's still decent. Like, poison's fine. It's not as strong as it used to be. It's still good. Like, wounding dragons on 4s is fine. You just need some sort of magic backup to it to make it worth doing.
Yeah, for sure. So that is the Mortis engine. So Charlie's Mortis engine is getting a lineup. He's probably going to try and charge through if he can. Or, well, no, he's going to go for a scream as well. I think. Do you reckon he's going to go for all of his screams into the zombies, just try and get them down as much as possible this turn so he can pop down?
Maybe. Well, it's going to struggle with line of sight, so the Banshee can't see it. I think the screams potentially go into the Grave Guard. If he can get debuffs off, I'm struggling to see if he's got the Spirit Leech on him, but it seems to be lining up the Banshees to do that.
Yeah.
And what the hope is to get the Spiritual Vortex down, interrupt the healing, because then testing on a 7, you're on a 50-50 at that stage, and that can really limit peace options.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, this is a combo I called out at the start. If you can get Spiritual Vortex and Phantasmagoria in play, it is an absolute nightmare to deal with. Not using the General's leadership, you don't have a reroll, so a lot of things are testing on 3s and 4s. The zombies on double 1s, not to charge.
It's just funny, isn't it? Although saying that, they are wanting to charge in this game now. But the kind of a funny one, so in the comp for this event, there is no BSB reroll for this. So it's just basically just zombies getting screwed and just charging. Although saying that, Charlie's just taking that out and just charges zombies anyway. It's quite nice to actually see some aggressive play.
Yeah.
The last couple of games have been
This
pretty
is
chill,
the Charlie special. He is an aggressive player, so he's well trained in what he needs to do in this situation. So it'd be interesting to see if he pulls it off.
Yeah, I mean, he is basically trying to push Keith into his side of the board. It's interesting to see the two different play styles. Obviously, Keith's playing a lot more defensively, but still trying to push forward slightly. But then Charlie's just all over him in his deployment zone. I love it, mate. You take care, buddy. Have a great day. Cheers for tuning in. See you in a bit, mate.
I was having a little giggle to myself at the attempted slight on the Cleveland Browns, as if anybody who supports the Cleveland Browns over any period of time doesn't realise that we're gash. We don't care.
Yeah, for sure. Keith, can you just hold, so the hill with the skull on it, can you just hold that up to the camera quickly so they can see? Wait a minute, I'll do it.
We can ask the TOs where the terrain comes from. I know they all paint it together. They have sessions where they'll paint terrain for like 10, 12 tables. Every time they run a GT, they actually do new themed tables to keep it all fresh as well. So, yeah, it's pretty cool terrain.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool. Like, the terrain's actually awesome. I think that was another thing why it kind of stung a little bit when it was put on Facebook, that the terrain was not very good. But what can you do, eh?
Can't please everybody.
No. But yeah, no, it's... I can't wait for this combat.
Yeah.
This is going to be savage. Although the combat next turn is going to be pretty savage. I think the entire army is just going to be in combat with each other.
They are.
In the next round.
I can see Blood Knights, anything getting involved. Charlie's just wanting Blood Knights to go somewhere else so he can get into the flank. He just can't have the counter charge happen.
Yeah. Oh, the counter charge would be horrendous. Yeah. Absolutely horrendous.
To be fair, fish tank terrain is some of the best terrain you can get.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah,
stuff
to be
you can get for
perfectly
fish
honest, yeah.
tanks which are really good for basing as well.
Yeah. See, the objective markers are a little bit divisive. I know there's a lot of people out there that really don't like them, that ruin immersion and stuff. So there's kind of no one else that's using these at the tournament, but we just wanted to use them so people could just see them on stream, see exactly what's capping units, who's the closest to it. I think for the...
It's one of those things. It's going to split the community, because for me, it's like you know exactly where you stand with them as well. There's no debates. You don't have to measure every turn to make sure everything is still on. You can just clearly see it. The objectives are a big deal now. They do make a difference in the game, so it's important that we have them.
Yeah, I mean, I personally quite like playing with them, just so I know exactly what I'm doing. And also, there's no debates then. You know, like people can like nudge where the objective is and like measure from it. It's like, oh no, you were closer, I'm closer now, and all that kind of stuff. It just takes a lot of that argument away. Ah, nice. It's really cool, isn't it? It is really, really cool. I'll get that back up. Right, so for everybody who likes YouTube, head over to Back to Social Studios so you can go and have a look at some awesome battle reports as well. Yeah, go check them out. They're awesome. I just want to see some stuff die now.
It's the big build-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of this sort of hitting on twos, wounding on twos about to happen.
There is. It's definitely just going to come down to dice. And we see how many rerolls there is as well.
I'm assuming it's frenzy and hatred on them, so
everything's
we're talking like 20 attacks on twos, rerolling ones, wounding on twos. Could be some dead zombies.
I think there's going to be a lot of dead zombies, actually. Potentially a popped unit of zombies, actually. Yeah, no, that's entirely fair. I think it's just...
for the stream, I don't think the clear ones would work. I agree, the clear ones are pretty good. But for the stream, you just need to see them.
Yeah. Like, to be perfectly honest, for like real hyper-competitive tournaments, I actually quite like what they do in Germany and Italy, where it is all built onto the mats. I actually really like that, personally.
I'm raising some eyebrows at you. Raising some eyebrows. Have a look at my worlds list.
Yeah. So NGs are actually a trap in Empire.
You're a trap, mate.
You don't take engineers in Empire. Oh, it's the camera's loving you. Camera's loving you.
Of course it is. I was raising eyebrows. It's picked it up. It's moved towards me.
I think it probably has, actually.
You think so?
No. What have you done? Oh, there we go.
Smart, expressive face. It's just built for the camera.
It is, mate. It is. I mean, they are a little bit of a trap, though, to be fair. Yeah, no, it does. It just helps. Like, and especially for people watching as well. I do appreciate the fact that some people think it's a bit of a, like, ruining immersion. But these people aren't here for a narrative game.
Yeah.
Like, if you're using these on a... Like, don't get me wrong, at home, I have a board that I had custom made for me that's got, like, a resin river going through it and, like, mountains in it and stuff that I'll be putting, like, dwarf keep in and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't use that on these. But that's more of, like, for my funsy games. Like, I'll be using just, like, little barrels and stuff as my objectives. But for this kind of play, you definitely want to use this kind of stuff, I think. Yeah, it's set to gobbo. Yeah, definitely.
So, building away. We are just waiting. He's blocking line of sight to his Banshee, so he's trying to protect that from the screen.
Yep.
We are now looking at seeing if we are pushing to combat. He is. He's counting attacks.
Here we go.
The little wiggly finger of dreams.
I'm guessing he didn't scream anything.
Doesn't look like it, but range is a problem.
Yeah.
So 22 hits.
Oh, that's...
So we've got cleaving blows.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So that was just all hit, all wound.
I think he dropped one.
Did he drop one?
Yeah.
That's,
So we've dropped 3 by the looks of things. So this is 6 regens.
oh, so 6 regens coming in. So 5 of them failed. So that's 1 saved on a regen.
And then he goes again.
So this is another 11 hitting on 2s.
It's wound on 2s. These are all the hits. So that is another 2 cleaving blows, and it's 7 more, so another 9. It's Frenzy and Hatred on Graveguard there. A lot of great weapon attacks.
Yeah. So this is a load of attacks. They've got Frenzy, they've got Hatred, and they're in a big old line as well.
There is a lot less zombies.
Yeah, with the buff movement as well, so they can hit longer outwards as well. So it's pretty naughty, I think. Yeah. So the bursting frame's awesome. I love bursting frame. It's so good. It's probably one of the best things that the dwarves have. I've been using that for quite a while actually. Even back with the gyro spam list, even before 1.5. So yeah, really good, really good.
One more regen.
As soon as you can't use an anvil, then the bursting flame thing comes into that spot for sure. No problem at all. I'm glad that people have been enjoying it. We literally just do this so people can enjoy it and see it. We're not getting paid to be here. We're just doing this for the community, really. Me neither am I.
You've got the big bucks YouTube cash coming in.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I wonder if it'll even cover my petrol.
Yeah. You're £2.40. Robber Baron.
Yes, my tens of pounds. It'd be amazing.
2 days of work this for me. Not a penny. Shocking. Wouldn't even go to the bar for me all day yesterday.
Sit with my lovely face all weekend. And you got to chat to some amazing people online.
I did.
It's the friends we made along the way, Dave.
Who picked on my terrain.
They did.
Shocking. Oh, the zombies
gone. The zombies are gone.
That is a 1. That's all he needed. So those are some Blammo zombies.
Yeah, that is not looking too good for Keith. That is a Charlie special, to be fair.
It is.
So now we're going to see a nice little fun move now, where Charlie is going to overrun into the Graveguard.
Is he?
I think he will.
Probably will.
Yeah, I think he will.
Well, mathematically, if he overruns, he doesn't get the extra attack. Keith gets 2 ranks. The Frenzy is only for this turn. That is how we calculate the value of a stream. It is purely in Freddos.
Yeah. I reckon we might have got 3 Freddos, actually.
You might have got 3 Freddos. I didn't get a single Freddo, mate.
No whole Freddos.
No Freddos.
So, do we think he is going to go for a reform now? Or he's going to go for the overrun? He's definitely thinking about it. The problem is...
He's frenzied, he has to.
Oh yeah, he's frenzied, isn't he?
He is.
He's got to go. I think as well, even if he wasn't frenzied, I think if he did a reform here, if he wasn't frenzied, I think the Black Knights would just be up in him anyway. So I think he has to.
I'm quicker than you. Just in before you, I'm afraid. Yes, frenzy, so would have to overrun.
Yeah.
So no decisions here. They're just figuring things out.
Seeing if he can drill, right?
Yeah. The issue here is when the overrun, it's not always straightforward. If he makes contact with the new unit, under the rules, he does need to maximize as if it is a new charge. So it's not always just straightforward. So that changes the drill math. It changes a lot of options within the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely going to have to drill to avoid hitting into the impassable terrain, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely going to happen.
I mean, it could be a disordered charge.
Which I don't think he's going to want.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're just helping each other figure it out here in terms of what they need to drill to get what they want. Very manly squeal from Charlie there.
So this is the thing, like you get a lot of chatter online when people are like, oh, competitive players are arseholes and stuff. Like these are just 2 guys having fun, helping each other through the game as well, and just having a laugh. Like there's zero like of this. I don't even know what people think about competitive players, to be fair.
It can be, is the issue. So there's 2 different rules interactions here. An overrun is straight. However, if you are to make contact with a new unit, there is a bit of contradictory ruling within the
having to
rules and saying
maximise would just drag you sideways slightly.
it would affect you. Basically, would have to wheel to maximise if you've got the movement to do so. It gets very complicated.
Yeah. Oh, you got a Freddo, mate.
But I'm not going to see any benefit of it. Unfortunately, Hally Hydra, he's going to rob that Freddo for himself.
The greedy dwarves love a bit of gold. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
He ain't sharing nothing.
We loves a bit of gold. I mean, this is Masters. Obviously, at the last Forgotten North, we did play a lot of. We did get a few Vamps on Vamps games, but that was potentially our fault by picking the wrong games early on and picking the wrong players and stuff. There are a lot of different armies in like the Open and stuff, but yeah, especially at Masters, like there's 3 Cafe, 3 Vampires, so there is quite a few.
Yeah. It's 24 players as well, so you're always going to get...
Yeah. Hey, you're right, Alex, mate. How's it going, bud? So this is actually Charlie playing now. So they didn't manage to score enough to get onto the top 2 tables. So this is currently table
10-10
3.
draw for both.
Yeah. Like it's not that at all now. Like genuinely, especially in the UK, like I cannot talk for what it's like in other countries. Obviously, everyone that I've played against from internationally has been awesome.
Yeah.
But these are obviously people at international events.
Except Nico.
Yeah,
he's an awful human being.
Like
No
honestly,
time for
like everyone's been sound. Like if you want to go to tournaments, please go to tournaments. Everyone's really sound, and especially like everyone's just playing old for the love of it as well. Like it is really good.
I think a lot of the community is working out the bad experiences as well. So we're never going to say that there's never a bad experience at a tournament, but we seem to be doing pretty well at sort of weeding those people out.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I do want to try and stream more of the bigger events. Obviously, with playing on the team and stuff, that is a major time commitment. So I won't be able to commit to loads of streams in a year, but I'll try and make the streams better. Try and stream like the bigger events around the UK if people will want me to do it. If there's a demand for that, I'll try and do that. Obviously, it's got to be flexible around the team as well because we are doing a lot of stuff as Team England.
And it depends on if the missus lets me out of the cave as well.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, yeah, like an Empire mirror is always great fun. A dwarf mirror is awful.
The null mirror is spicy.
A dwarf mirror is awful. You just can't hurt each other. It's hilarious. Yes,
that's how it's done, Black Sigil. Even though I was mean to your Canadian money yesterday, I can always win people back.
Love it, mate. Love it. Honestly, some of the best games I've had have been versus the top players. I got to play into Jack Allen and Pip last weekend. Both of them great fun. Yeah, no, this is the thing. Honestly, you'll have a great time. And the thing is, I think a lot of that resentment to like toxic players are people who are willing to do anything to be better rather than actually just learn the game better, I think.
Like the top tables, you rarely have much issue with games. Like I've been wandering around picking up sort of updates from the games. I'll be doing another one in a minute. But even at the top table, there's a rules interaction. I had a chat with them, explained what would happen, and it was just, that's fine. You know, there's no reactions. There's no sort of, it's just, what is the rule? How do we do it? Great. They're not looking for advantages that aren't there.
Oh, sorry, we just had a load of comments come in.
No, because we don't technically know.
Yeah, no, we don't actually know.
We might have access for the stream to the actual TO's BCP, but we did make promises not to look at it because we are impartial. As much as we've got Team England boys here and we want them to do very well, obviously knowing exactly where you are in the rankings is really strong information. So we don't even know.
But we can tell you the top 4, though.
Yeah.
So the top 4 is Pash at the top, and then it is the Doctor, Luke Blacksill, and then it is Matt with his Tomb Kings, and then it is Charlie, then Keith. So top 5.
Is Scott not up there?
Scott's just below.
Is he?
Yeah, Scott's just below. It's because Blackcell had already played against Keith.
Yeah. Just come down. We're only around the corner at the airport, Jake.
Yeah, just pop down. You can come see the games.
See the
Empire,
awards.
not particularly amazingly. Although we should be winning this game into Steve Toll, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the if. If Keith gets his debuffs, Charlie will be going first because of the overrun. So he will swing first, which does prevent some of the clapback.
Yeah.
It's whether the Blood Knights can interact with that combat, which I don't think they can. They're out of arc. They've got nothing that they can see. So Charlie has a free turn at the moment where it's just a Graveguard. He needs to smash that unit with the Screams, of which the Spiritual Vortex is vital to get off to shut down that. Yeah.
So basically, the color scheme that Charlie's gone for on his units is like super kind of like vibranty and snowy, so it doesn't really pick it up very well on camera, unfortunately. But that big block is the zombies, then above that is the Vargeists. The ones over to the far right is the Hex Wraiths. The camera just doesn't pick them up too well. He's gone for like a really kind of snowy, icy effect on everything, and it just kind of looks a little bit white on the stream. No, I wouldn't even say 10%. I would say under 1%, honestly. Since playing Old World, like I've had a really, really good interaction with most people. Really, like it's been great. It's really been great. Although saying that, this might be because I put them on camera, maybe. I don't know. So the Doctor is playing Brett. He's playing Exiles, and he is currently playing into Scott Reed, who's playing the double blob of the Royal Host. I think that game, not too much is going to be going on. He did lose a Bombard.
He's lost a Bombard. There's a lot of stuff dying.
So this is the last game. There's only 5 games. It's just that Pash didn't want to be filmed for the final game. So what I'll do is I'll post some pictures and I'll try and get like a little video with the winner, just for the channel as well. But I won't be streaming. That just because Pash is 6 points clear currently, and he didn't want any distractions in this game. So I think Pash with the Cathay has probably got this event, unless there is an upset from these tables.
I was looking at it before. Pash was ahead in his game, but it wasn't looking huge. So it does leave an opportunity for one of the players at the top tables to 20-0. Now, the most likely, based on the games I'm seeing, is in this one, and this is why we picked it. It's armies that can 20-0 each other. Dr. Luke isn't going to engage with Scott. I don't think there's a route for him to beat that Royal Host list, so he's played it sensible and has played evasive. Jack Allen, potentially, but once again, Bretonnians struggle to break through those vamp lists, so I think it is likely to come down to this game. It's going to be the big kingmaker. Right, I'm going to do the tournament sweep.
Let's know what's going on.
Need info.
So there's a big combat incoming. Like, I'm going to be really interested to see if he's going to start putting the Blood Knights up into this combat. Obviously, he's not going to be able to charge this turn. He is drilled, but he's not going to be able to get line of sight. So he's just going to push around to try and get the next turn, as long as the Graveguard don't pop this turn. Potentially. But he needs to do something. Like, something needs to happen now. They need to start pushing. They need to push through. They can't just sit back and wait for what's going to happen in the centre. I think both of them now just need to try and steal as much tempo as they can and just kind of trust in the dice, really. Because if they don't seize it and they don't push through, then just the opponent's just going to take... You can't just have those Vargs just turning around, to be fair. So those were basically it's Swiss comp, so they were on the same scores. So basically they were paired into each other. We had no control over the pairings, so it's just because they were on the same scores and hadn't played into each other before. Vargeists are awesome. Oh yes, I'd love one, please. Just a Coke, please. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. Oh, Amy being awesome from Team Scotland. She's been amazing. Yeah, the Vargos are awesome. Like, we should see some damage coming out of those Vargos in a second, so everybody can see how dangerous they can be. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think most of the toxic elements have completely gone. Like, you occasionally get like just somebody who's like a little bit salty about something, maybe, but that is just like the community in general is just amazing. Like the old world community, especially, is just awesome, and it's a pleasure to be a part of the community. Like everyone involved, like thank you so much for being awesome, basically. Like everybody on my Discord as well is just amazing, and on the channel. Like, it's really nice to be able to chat to everyone all the time, basically. Keith not wanting the Vargs into the flank with GG next turn. This way they are forced to overrun to the frenzy. If they hit the woods, they might fail the charge. Yeah, for sure. And he just can't have them floating around. Like, he needs to take control of what he can this turn. If those Vargs are just floating around, they can go anywhere they want, basically. And if they're getting into the flank, that's horrendously bad for him. So he just needs to be able to take back control anywhere that he can take it. That's why you're seeing the Blood Knights coming up behind now as well. You're seeing the Hex Wraiths going up onto just before the hill. So if Charlie pushes up with his Hex Wraiths onto the hill to be able to get line of sight, suddenly the Hex Wraiths are going to be able to see them because they're on the hill and then charge up as well. I think we're in a pivotal point in the game now. The fact that those zombies are gone was absolutely massive. Getting into the graveyard, like, they need all the buffs to go off. Whoever doesn't get the buffs off this turn is probably going to lose this combat quite drastically. Yeah, no problem at all. I hope you've been enjoying it. Obviously, we've had a couple of technical issues, more hardware issues than anything this time. I think I've had a bit of a knock on the way over onto my USB hub, which is causing a little bit of flickering. I do apologise for that. Zero I can do about it though, but I'm sorry. Hopefully everyone's enjoying it, and it's been sounding okay and stuff as well. Tried to upgrade a load of the equipment since the last one that you streamed, so hopefully it sounds okay and looks okay too. Right, so Adam, from what I've seen in the old world, people are nice compared to 40k and AOS, but I reckon that's because loads are keeping the old fantasy. I wouldn't say nicer than, like, I've got mates that play both, and that's fine. I just think that a lot of the players that play old world and play fantasy are just a lot more, like, potentially a little bit older as well, or just playing it because they love the game. Don't get me wrong, there are people that love those other games as well, but the nostalgia kind of pulls you through with Warhammer the Old World as well, I think. From the list we see here, what chances Dwarves have? So, I was a little bit annoyed. So, Tom Bradley, who was going to be playing Dwarves. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers, thank you. Just got a little present from Amy. So, Dwarves, I think in this field would have done really well. So, Tom Bradley did qualify to play in the Masters, but unfortunately his partner's poorly, so he couldn't come up. But I think he would have had a really, really good chance with an X-Force list. In the comp here, the Entrench, you lose impact hits, stomps, and also lose attacks because you're technically not in base-to-base contact, which means that into the vampires, suddenly you're getting rid of all of their all of the extra attacks. So dark magic's useless, like loads of the spells are just pretty much useless into you, and any spells that they do need, you're going to be able to get rid of. Like, so good. And also into, I think the only struggle would probably be into the Tomb Kings, I think. But if you can dodge the Tomb Kings, you can probably batter a lot of the other stuff. Also, Cafe in this comp as well, Dwarves play very, very well into as well. So, yeah. I mean, probably not, I can imagine. I don't know. I don't know if that went badly for them or not. I don't know. But, right, where are we now? Let's have a look through the comments. Yeah, no, it is super chill. It is super chill. I mean, like, everyone's just got like their partners, they got kids, everyone's grown up and stuff, and you can finally like buy the models that you wanted when you were a kid, right? And that's awesome. But I keep trying to get like new sculpts, and I'm like, nah, fuck it. I want to see stuff that I had in White Dwarf magazines when I was a kid.
So, mini updates. We have the Scott and Blacksil game is continuing as still more evasion. It's turn 5 over there. Blacksil has lost a chunk, but it still looks like it's going to be in that sort of 13-7 range, which is what the host does. Small wins. Pash, it is heating up a little bit, so there is 2 Necrosphinxes dead and the Lich Priest on Dragon. So quite a lot of dead. A lot of the skeletons seem to be dying. However, his Shagungan Lord, the Monkey Bonker himself, has been ran down by some skeletons. So
Nice,
there is a few
nice.
points clawed back there.
Amazing.
It looks like it's still on for a Pash win.
Yep.
But they are trading pieces at the moment.
Nice.
The Tomb King is crumbling, though.
Oh,
But
okay.
not the end of the world for Tomb Kings. It's not as big a deal as it is for the vampires. Just general or higher leadership across the board.
Yeah, nice. Mortimer, thank you so much for the donation. Potentially another Forgotten North potentially lined up in May, which is a possibility, but I'm not 100% sure on yet. It just depends what's happening with the Team England tournaments and stuff. Because I do have a massive time commitment with those.
We'll stream Six Nations and play at the same time.
Yeah. With our toes.
Yeah.
We go with our toes.
We'll just keep popping back on and say what's happening.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. It might not be the best stream in the world, but we're definitely trying. No. So until it gets GW approval, like the only tournaments currently that have Games Workshop at them are at the tournaments at Warhammer World. So until Games Workshop want to get involved with the community, which they don't, we can use 3D prints, you can use third market kit, you can use any other games models that you want, until a time where Games Workshop actually want to get involved with the community, I think. So if they start to want to get involved, then we'll have to move over to Games Workshop. But until that point, then you can use whatever models that you want to. Really.
So there are some zombies getting pulled off by these Vargeists here.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I've just got some Marauder Thunderers that I'm going to be using in my next Zufbar army that I've just started, because I can't just help myself and just want to start another Dwarf army again and again and again, which is slightly annoying. But hey, you're right from Italy. How's it going? You okay? Oh, it's starting to kick off a little bit now, isn't it? I think.
It is, yeah. So not many of those zombies left. Maybe one or two, I think. So they are not long for this world.
No. Yeah, no, it is a shame. The thing is, like, I didn't deserve to play in this tournament. I haven't played in any singles for like the entire last year, so I don't deserve to be here. I know there was like a little bit of a chatter to let the team captains play, but I voted against this because then I would have been taking a spot of someone that had competed in singles events, and I didn't think that was fair. So
it's the same argument for everything. I think there's lots of people in the team that have given up on singles. So I've given up on Masters just to do this stream because I think it's more important for the community get a good insight, get two people on the stream, get a bit of banter going. So
this is the thing. Like we just want to do stuff for the community, and especially like with Team England and stuff, we're representing our country. And I'm trying to build something that works really well to go in the future as well. And then I feel that streaming this, showing the community how people play, and the competitive community is actually really nice, and the games are really nice and clean and all this kind of stuff. I think that's more important than me playing personally. Like I don't need my ego stroke to try and win a tournament. Like I'd prefer everybody at home to be able to see it, I think.
Yeah.
So I am playing in a one-dayer actually next month. I'm really excited to do that. It's a narrative tournament, just like about 2 hours away from my house. So I'm super excited for that one. That'll be really fun. It's just dwarves versus orc and goblins, so that'll be pretty awesome. But we've got loads of people from the Discord going, so I'm really looking forward to that. Do Team England have a plan to stream events like this, obviously, with other hosts? I mean, potentially. I mean, I can have a word with the other YouTubers and see if anyone would be up for doing that, to be honest.
I think a better shout would be Ed, just because he's already set up with the streaming equipment, unless we can get Richie to set everything up.
Although Ed and the Doctor would be a hell of a
that would
act.
be a combo.
Yeah, that would be an awesome combo, to be fair.
Phil and Punks.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I like it.
They'd be like a 70s detective duo. It'd be sick. I think I might actually try and broach that. I think that'd be really,
Which one
good.
of them's 1 day away from retirement? That's what I need to know.
Yeah. I don't think there's room at Six Nations to be able to do it, but I think potentially at Leeds. So there's a team tournament happening in Leeds. So we've got like a few different international teams coming over for that as well. So we can potentially try and stream that. That'd be quite nice, I think. But yeah, I'll get the Doctor and Ed on if they can. If they're up for it, I'll definitely ask him. I know. Yeah, anywhere that's got that's worth going to, I suppose. Just a Hereford. So basically, where I live, it's like in the middle of country. Like we're like 2 hours away from a motorway, so it's just a bit of a nightmare getting anywhere. And like a horrendous distance from here too. So I'm really looking forward to driving home in the dark in the snow later. That's going to be super fun. There's definitely less Graveguard.
There are less Graveguard than there were before. I think Charlie's slightly smarting from the zombies not being dead there. A restraint test, if you'd wiped them, overran, kept it small, would set up a flank charge into the Graveguard, and then they'll start chewing. It's exactly what Charlie wants, but he's also got the counter to that in the Blood Knights coming on the back end as well.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
We'll put it to them. We'll make the offer.
Oh, this is
a lot of attacks coming in.
Yes, there's a lot of attacks coming in. I mean, this is a very pivotal moment, to be perfectly honest. If one of the Graveguard bricks on either side pops, that's big. That's big. Although Charlie does have the BSB.
Yeah.
So that is an advantage in this.
It depends on what weapon skill the Helm of Command's got. So, 4's not great. Doesn't have the Frenzy of the Hatred, but seems to be a decent roll so far.
It looks like Keith's only lost 5.
Yeah. But the length of the line and the movement, he won't have the most attacks out there.
No, but he has got buff movement, though, which would have carried on through, right? So that would have been... It's pretty big. It's coming down to dice. I do quite like it when it comes down to dice, to be fair. Oh, this is it's pretty big. Sorry, it's just getting tense in the house.
This is the snooker moment. If you recall the old Brian Blessed commenting on the snooker. So there's 9 died. It's very tense. He is lining it up.
And behind me, we have a Graveguard.
We have Graveguard into Graveguard. They are intently staring
and chopping each other up.
There's a lot of hand movements going on. They're really playing it up for the cameras here with the hands, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie could be a hand.
It could be. I mean, this is a lot about accessibility. We have brought sign language into the Masters, so our hard of hearing friends can see what's happening. So 7 die, 9, 8, 7 v 8. So he's ahead by 1 on kills.
Oof.
There'll be 1 for a rank, but I think Charlie gets a rank. And then I think the BSB might swing it by 1.
Yeah, potentially. That's going to be big if that's
It's his only hands. I like it.
Yeah. Sorry, we just got like a little bit intent then watching that. To be fair, I mean this is a super.
Charlie's hands will do that to you.
Yeah.
They look supple. He's never done a day's graft in his life. That's the look of his hands.
Yeah. Only beards. Apart from Charlie.
Yeah.
Although Charlie did look really good with the beard in Italy. To be fair. I don't know why I had to get rid of it. He looked really good. Carmen, try and get him to grow it back. He looked good. I mean, they're not going to be pushing each other back anyway, to be fair.
It's the prevent of the good grounds is one of the things I would love to see reflected in the FAQ. One of the ones I was chatting about is that you lose wounds for models. If you can't give ground, you're crushed behind the weight of the combat and stopping these sort of... Because I think one of the big things I enjoy about Old World is that sort of constant movement with the give grounds and the forbigos. So yeah, it looks like Charlie's unit is very thin, but heals coming in. More than likely from Charlie.
So Charlie actually ended up losing that.
Charlie is giving ground.
That's pretty horrendous.
But if he passes his heals, it's all good. It's Charlie on, isn't it? He's
yeah, so he needs to get that heal. Not having the reroll now, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Yeah, it is, mate. It is. This is going to be a pivotal turn. The Vargeist is still in combat with one.
Yeah,
Zombie,
one
right?
zombie.
So the Vargeists are still in combat with one zombie, yeah. So unfortunately, that plan just
Yeah, one zombie
yeah.
has kept them, and that's
Big.
the big swing here. Like, Charlie can heal up. He's reforming. I'm doing some drill shenanigans at the same time.
So the center would have had to stay where it was before, but then doing a full reform.
One zombie's wild. Those Vargeist want to go into the flank / rear of those Graveguard. They would struggle to follow up because it would push them into the rear. So yeah, it's a rough one.
Yeah.
single
Okay,
zombie.
right. So basically, what's happened was that his banner in command was in the wrong place before, so he's just rearranging them into the right order actually for the give ground. So that's fine. All right. So it's not a refund. Just making sure that it's all correct and legal. Yeah, like one zombie staying there. That's just actually huge. It's insane.
Yeah.
Or this would have been a very big fight.
I mean, with Charlie coming up now, it just opens them up to go scream, scream, scream. The debuffs go off. And then charge.
He needs that heal.
Yeah.
Really needs that heal. Like, you don't want to go into any combat that is like just isn't in your favor. Like, you need it to be in your favor. So we're seeing a reform that's happening with Keith as well.
No, it's a drill, and he's following.
Oh, he's going for it.
He is banking on Charlie not getting his heals off. They are at -1 on the heals, and they happen before Charlie can interact with that spiritual vortex.
We have a slight cheat here because you can only drill out by 5.
Is it not movement up as well? Isn't it movement based?
No.
They've just answered that themselves.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so be 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Keith, 3 one side, 2 the other. Oh, okay. Oh, now I've zoomed in. Sorry, everybody.
Close up.
Nobody wants to see this. I do apologise. Right, so yeah, he's just took a couple of models off. He just added one too many on, I believe. So he was actually quite wide going down. And so he's followed up in. Charlie needs this res to happen now.
The res needs to go. Maybe a debuff. A few screams. Maybe he can one-shot the Graveguard in his turn. If he doesn't, he's going to start having a rough time because those Blood Knights are going to come in as well.
Yeah.
And that will finish them. So
he needs to pop the Graveguard this turn.
If he doesn't pop the Graveguard, he's got, because of that single zombie living, it's pretty rough. This one varies. So currently in the WTC, if you pivot over, if you're fleeing, you do take perils for the unit that you pivot over. Not every tournament plays that way, so it's worth checking with your TO before.
So we currently play this. This is how we play. But I do appreciate the fact that all TOs have different rulings for stuff. Because there is no kind of one way that everybody plays all around the globe.
Yeah.
But it's definitely just worth asking your TOs for stuff. Yeah, for sure. Which is why I always stopped being really absolute in my videos, because obviously everybody plays it different. And
it's the nightmare of doing sort of practice games with new players and trying to teach them rules and then remember whether this is a WTC rule or it is a rulebook rule and trying to navigate through it. It's why we're sort of semi against comp or individual rule sets. I'm not the biggest fan of Renegades or the like, and it's not because it's bad. It's just there's so many different things to keep track of that it becomes challenging to keep it consistent for everybody. So
yeah, it's just how different people prefer to play, right?
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. Like, if you prefer one way, then you play that. If you prefer the other way, you play that.
It's toy soldiers.
It is.
It's not a big deal, is it?
And I think everybody forgets we do this for fun.
Yeah.
Like, everybody here at Masters is doing this for fun. Like, it's not a... Like, don't get me wrong, it is prestigious in this circle, but it is for fun. Right, so we're just checking the measurement. Right, so we've been asked in to adjudicate.
All right. This is my moment.
What are we being asked to measure? Is this Banshee ranges?
Well, I'm going to have to borrow yours. I don't know where mine is.
Okay, right. So Dave's just going in to measure something for them. So just checking to see 12 inches of the general. See if we can get the leadership. So this is an impartial adjudicator coming in right now. So Dave is just checking to make sure that the general is in range for the leadership. So he's going to be able to res, I can imagine. It looks like it touches. Right, that is looking super, super tight. Oh. Right, so I think they're just trying to work out what's going on now. I think some models might have been nudged, so it's super, super close. So Keith and Charlie didn't want to call it, so they've just called Dave over so he can check. For anybody that is just joined the stream, so this is table 3 at the UK Masters. This is Keith playing into Charlie. It's vampires on vampires. They needed to smash into each other, so we've got combats happening. Some zombies have popped, and also the Graveguard are tussling at the moment. So what got decided?
So eventually we just said do the test. It failed anyway and resolved the issue. Because you can't re-roll it, so we failed the test. It was very, very tight there. I would struggle to do that. Either way, it was about a mil.
Yeah.
When you're measuring it, and there's no sort of accurate way of getting that measured. So just do the test. It failed. It's always the easiest way to resolve it. We'll deal with it a 10.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So the heal failed. Does seem to have perked up his Graveguard a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big nerf onto the vampires at this event to not be able to get the reroll on the BSB. But this was a comp that was voted in by the players.
Yeah, Nico, I agree. It's changing game state and things like that. So if you do the test, the advice I'd always have in these situations is if it's a conditional test, do the condition first to find out if it's relevant. So just roll it. If you pass, then we'll measure. The fact that he failed it took away the need to actually do any accurate measurement.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we have 30 minutes left on the round.
Then I will do my sweep to find out some information for everybody.
So yeah, just had an interesting comment on the stream from yesterday. Someone saying that they're going to switch off as soon as the vampires come on, that they're too overpowered. I probably should have said previously that they've actually been comped quite heavily, so they're not actually too bad in this event at the moment. Cafe got massively comped, vampires got massively comped as well, and they are still on the top tables. Cafe being dropped down to 1 balloon, and also well, what else did they have? Oh, just loads of random stuff. Like the cannons, they can't add for the thunderous impact, so they're not stacking those abilities as well. And also the vampires losing the BSB reroll, only being able to take 3 units of ethereal is quite big. Like, you're not going to be able to have an ethereal general, and then having your extra units of hex race and banshees as well is really, really big. So limiting ethereal is super strong. And it's obviously these guys are still playing on table 3, and they need to get a really big win. Cathay currently 6 points above. These guys need to get a massive win in this game to be able to contest a position that's going to be meaningful, I think. because I'm not sure what's going on in the games above. Dame's just gone to have a little wander around to see what Pash is going to score and potentially what Dr. Luke is also going to score as well. He's playing into Scott. That game's potentially being a bit grindy. Don't know if that's going to be a 10-10 or a small win for either of those. This one here, I'm not sure the way it's going to swing. I think that Charlie is just going to go for as many screams as he possibly can into the Graveguard and then try and favourably hit them. So he's going to be fighting in 2 ranks as well. So he's just going to try and get more attacks in, basically. Try and get as many buffs off as he possibly can, get as many screams in as he possibly can, and try and get the numerical advantage in this fight.
Sorry, I've just been giving Uncle Keith some shit.
We have escaped him.
Charlie only got his spell through because Keith does not run a lodestone on his Graveguard like all the other top vampire players. Me, Charlie, Sam Toll in 4th.
Yeah. So the fact he didn't have a lodestone didn't stop it?
Didn't stop it.
Okay, that's pretty big.
If he had the lodestone, it would have stopped. He didn't have the lodestone, went through.
Right, that's pretty gnarly. So what are the buffs on the Graveguard?
I was too busy giving Keith shit. Charlie's got his Helm of Commandment up to +3.
Okay, big.
I think that was Word of Pain onto Keith's Graveguard. So lower the toughness.
Yeah, so basically now Charlie is marking where the line of sight from the Hex
He
race are.
dispelled the Impetuous, the Phantasmagoria, but didn't dispel the Quiet Spirit. The leadership buff. I should know this.
Spiritual Vortex.
That's the one. So he's no longer impetuous, but he's probably going to charge anyway.
I think the only problem with talking all weekend is I get pretty frazzled after 5 games of playing. Obviously, only for you it's 2 today, right? But just talking all weekend, you just get a bit frazzled. My brain is currently a little bit melty after talking through all the games.
Your brain's a bit always melting.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially after drinking lots for 2 nights as well. But
you need to be on top form to drive me home safely.
This is true. I do need. Oh no. The camera has picked up your AI, mate. So let's turn it off.
Dodging and weaving. That's what I've been doing. I've been dodging and weaving all day, killing undead.
Oh.
Do you want to come tell the camera with your mistake that no one's mentioned yet?
Keith, what turn are we on? Are we on bottom on 4? Yeah, so this is Charlie's 4.
With half an hour left of the round.
Yeah. So what was the mistake that Keith just pointed out that he's made?
Keith's X-Wraiths, bad positioning.
Yeah, so basically they both just spotted a mistake with Keith's positioning on the Hex Race.
Keith saw it about 10 minutes ago, and Charlie has finally cocked it. So
yeah, so he's finally seen it, which he thinks that's now game. So Keith now thinks that he can't win this game now. Which is quite interesting. Does this mean now that Charlie's just going to push and try and dominate this going forward? He does need a really, really big win.
Charlie has been the one push in this game, so it's typical Charlie fashion, aggressive vampires. I think, honestly, it's the way they need to be played.
Yeah, I think
Charlie's been doing it from day one. So, if anyone can be aggressive with vamps, it's Charlie. They both need to push because they're both on similar points. So, a low score here is no good for either of them.
No, not at all. I mean, Pash is going to score. These guys need to be 18s, 20s.
Yeah, Pash is already a high scorer game. I've walked past and there's not a lot of Tomb Kings left on that board. So.
Oh, okay. So this is potential going for a third place or a second place then, potentially.
Obviously, Scott versus the Doctor.
Yep.
It's very stale. It's, as we expected, Luke did not engage with the double blobs.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do into that though with Bretonia. Outside of trying to kill the chariot that's in the unit and the other chariot, there's not a lot that you can do.
Just run away and conserve points. It's a boring game, but when you're at this kind of tournament, 10 points is better than no points, right? So.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, he's at a massive risk if he does go in, he'll just get tabled.
Yeah,
and the Doctor's a good player. He's not going to do that.
It's hard to pop a blob.
It is, and especially when the Destroyer of Eternities have got Killing Blow. It's basically on 2s killing Peg Knights because it's more damage as well. You just want to stay away from that. But yeah, they've got half an hour left in this game, so this is half an hour of the final game of the UK Masters. This isn't the top table. The top table is Cathay, which looks like it is probably going to win the event now.
You agree, Dave?
Probably
Pash. Oh, already. At least 17, if not.
19-1,
Yeah,
right. So
big
Justin,
score for
Pash with Cathay has 19-1 to the Tomb Kings. That means that Cathay has won the UK Masters. So that is Pash winning the event. So that
Even
is
with the heavy comp as well.
even with the heavy comp. So this is just one balloon and then Shigengans, and also with Thunderous Impact being nerfed as well. So does this mean that comp hasn't worked, or does this mean that it's just a good player playing a relatively good army?
I mean, there's still a fire army, right? Like,
yeah,
even
still
with
really,
the
really good. Yeah, still
lack
really,
of
really good.
obviously, we know that balloons are obnoxious, especially when you're running 3 unkillable characters.
Yeah, no, massive congrats to Pash. I mean, he's just kind of pushed through and painted this army this week as well for this event.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. Like, at least he's not showed up with someone else's army again.
This is true. He's actually got his own
He's got
army
his
this
own,
time.
so
Yeah, like massive congrats to him. They were heavily nerfed as well. Like, I didn't think that Cathay were going to perform this weekend at all.
1 character balloon,
Yeah,
no thunderous impact on cannons, ring of jet you can only take 1 off. So all the stuff that is the problem.
yeah. So everything was comped down. Yeah, no, it definitely did. It's just this kind of level. It's luck in your games as well. Like, it is a dice game, so it does definitely come down to that. And I think how Cathay have been comped, the skill of playing it, the Pash obviously has, and also the luck on the day has pulled him
It's
through.
not just a case of turning up with 3 character balloons and steamrolling and not really knowing the game.
Yeah,
Like, you've got
yeah.
the Shigungans that are techie. They've got arcs, so you have to know what you're doing. You can't just
Yeah.
charge 360. Like,
Yeah, no,
so
100%.
you still need to know what you're doing. Yes, they are still a strong army. They've been toned down to probably, like, they're still S tier, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does take more skill to use rather than just...
No, they aren't. Well, the thing is, like, obviously Pash has won the event with Cathay, but the other Cathay players aren't doing that well at the event. So
Exactly,
they're not
straight
just the steamroll army that they are pre-comp.
At the end of the day, dice game.
It
so
is.
better lucky than good. Just roll 6s and you'll win.
Just roll 6s and you're fine.
My coaching will be available.
Yeah,
That's all you're gonna get. Just roll 6s, but you can pay me £100 to say that if you want.
that's literally all he goes on about, to be fair. Just roll
Yeah.
6s.
England coach 2026. I'm here to tell you to roll 6s.
Amazing advice, mate. Amazing advice. Yeah. So massive congrats to Pash. I know, obviously, it's a Cathay win. People probably didn't want to see a Cathay win.
Nobody wanted to see a Pash win. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what he was playing.
Honestly, like, the comp was huge. But the thing you have to remember as well, that the best players are using these armies because these were the armies that they were going to use before anyway. So whether it's a player skill thing or honestly, the comp was huge.
They've still got the best players in the country playing the armies. They've been playing for the amount of hours these people have put in playing those armies, right? Like, you've not stripped away the army. It's still that same army. Yes, you don't get the rerolls on the BSB. It takes away some of the reliability. But they've still been putting hours into these armies, right? Like, they still know what they're doing. So
yeah. So we've seen 2 of Pash's streams. None of those games were auto wins for Pash. He had to work for those. Whereas if he'd had to take 3 or 4 balloons, it just would have been an auto win. So he's definitely worked for this. Really well done to him. Like, really, really proud of him as well. Like, definitely can't take it away from him just saying that he played an OP faction. Definitely can't. Yeah, no. Freedom. Yeah. Hopefully, this is kind of stuff that we see in the FAQ. I'm hoping to see that everything that was done at this event is brought forward for Cathay, and then people won't be opposed to playing them anymore. I think that'll be really good going forward.
the issue is, obviously, vampire counts are still a legacy faction, and we know that Games Workshop aren't touching the legacy factions. So a lot of the issues with vampire counts are still going to be an issue after the FAQ. Unless something wild happens and Games Workshop come and talk about and change the legacy factions, which they've not given us any indication of them doing that.
Yeah.
So it is down to the community to find a way for vampire players not just to dominate, but still be able to play their army, right? Like, nobody wants their toys getting told they can't play with them anymore or nerfing into the ground. But
100%, man, 100%. Yeah, I think Pash is definitely going to be gloating all over his YouTube, I think, but massive congrats to him.
His assassination attempt, I think it was Pash that poisoned me with that Kit Kat, and that it was scared of the Skaven, and obviously his assassination worked, kind of. It put me out of the running.
It is definitely the lack of gobbos at this event has made Cathay win. Because to be fair, like 9 fanatics going through that balloon would have done some work.
Yeah. So Jack Toll did take out Adam character balloon in one-shot him with his Peg Knights. So in their game. So this was like round 3 yesterday.
Yeah. So Cathay can lose, especially in this comp.
That's probably it. Jack Toll is the Cathay assassinator, and Pash dodged him. Like I say, it's all luck.
Yeah. I mean, you do get the luck of the draw as well, right? Like, it was a super close game earlier. Hey, you're right, Bryn. How's it going, mate? I don't know,
the first true thing he said ever. Shout out to the Imperishable.
Yeah. Go check his YouTube channel out. If you like all things Tomb Kings, please head over there.
And you can go check up on on Bryn's predictions as well. See if he got his calls right and see if what he said actually occurred.
Yeah. They do have a lot of stuff that is really, really good, but a lot of the egregious things have been taken out. So for the comp, I think you can go on to the Forgotten North.
Yeah, it's just so the majority of the comp is a Forgotten North pack, so it's the same as their every tournament. Obviously, the top 50 players at the time voted on the comp.
Yeah.
The main ones are the BSBs for Undead not giving rerolls.
The limit on Ethereal.
Limit of 3 on Ethereal. Cathay can only bring 1 character balloon or 2 non-character balloons. Thunderous Impact not stacking. And Ring of Jet becoming a non-common item, so they can only take 1 Ring of Jet rather than 5.
Yeah, which is big, which is really big.
So as someone that played 5 Ring of Jets, 3 character balloons in teams in Italy, you just walk through your opponent.
Yeah, I just got obliterated. Right, mate, should we get a Dave back in?
Oh, I keep getting pied off whenever Dave comes back.
Thank you.
It's like the audience doesn't love to see this beautiful face.
I'm giving the people what they want.
Thank you very much.
More
See you in a bit, Jack.
content. We have an update. So
Nice.
The Doctor versus Scott, the Imperishable Reed, is done. It has ended in a 13-7. Unfortunately, the good Doctor has been punked by the Royal Host.
Oh, really?
He has. He tried a last turn gambit to pop one of the blocks, but
I told him not to do that.
It was last turn. It's worth it at this in the singles just to try and get some points. He lost nothing. Gained a kill on a Tomb Prince, so a few extra points, but 13-7 mainly on objectives. It's the thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And there's been some massive swings in a lot of these games that we just kind of weren't even expecting as well.
It's people have to push now because Pash had the lead. People aren't playing for 5th.
Yeah.
Unless you're Sam Freestone, you don't want to come 5th. So really, it's down to trying to push hard. Similar to this game, they wouldn't play it this way if they didn't need to.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's find how it ended. Very close.
Yeah,
a lot of people banking on that Rothbury sort of experience, the home of Raoul Moat.
And it looks like
They're fighty people.
So Pash would win in a fight and at Warhammer as well.
Looks like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't actually see a Pash versus Charlie.
We did not.
I think that would have been really, really nice. I still don't really know.
The people asked for Scott.
Yeah, they did ask for Scott.
To be fair, it ended at 10-10 too, so...
Yeah, no, it did. So it looks like Scott beat the Doctor 13-7.
I think that pushes the Doctor out of contention now of a podium. It will be close.
But they've all done really well. Yeah. Everyone has performed amazingly this event. They've been doing really, really great.
I did enjoy the optimism from Ed, who says, look, I'm currently in 2nd place. There was 12 games left to report. And he was 2 points ahead, so I don't know if he's going to stay there, sadly. But,
I mean, you could say that about anyone, really. Like, that's the thing about tournaments. Like, if the people who win it normally get better runs than the people who don't anyway. Like if you look at this game now, if one of these players had played against something with like low leadership or something that vampires could smash through, these guys would be in contention for the win as well. So it's one of them. It's all about the runs.
You've got to beat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, Pash has had a run with it. He's played Charlie. He's had some tough games in here. So yeah, it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah. And don't forget as well, the Doctor did play against the winner of the event as well. So it's always one of them. Like, if you play against the winner, it always does kind of like batter you down a little bit as well. It's definitely been a really good event so far, though, I think.
Yeah, it's played the right way, so it's just interesting to see how this one turns.
Yeah, I mean,
final time.
Yeah, hopefully everyone's been enjoying it so far. And if you want to see more coverage, just please let me know, and I'll try and make some more happen. We'll get Dave on as well.
Again, we just need permission to get out of the cave, but we've got events coming up.
We're in a basement.
Yeah. I'm not particularly interested in playing much singles at the moment, just because of the commitment to teams and the stuff I want to play. I am trying to keep a little bit under the hat, but we will see.
Yeah.
Definitely doing the narrative event in Derby. So Forgotten North are running a narrative event in Derby.
Nice.
It's one I really want to go to this year, just to take something a little bit silly and just play some Warhammer, roll some dice, actually charge things, you know.
That's the way. I'm gonna bring some Dragon Company.
I'm debating taking the New Year's Day list, which was all combat goblins, and every character taking the most expensive weapon they could take. Oh.
Is that just down to carrots? Oh, is that completely gone? Is that wiped?
Is that a wipe?
Oh,
Graveguard
gone. Graveguard gone. That's massive. This is going to be a nice cheeky little overrun.
So there's going to be a drill.
An overrun into the
general.
Yeah. So this was lined up earlier, so we could try and make this happen.
So we're just making sure.
Cheers. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's been fun to do. It's just been really nice chatting to everybody.
And they're just looking at the minutiae as what's hitting first here. So he's going to drill back, trying to avoid the bats, which are there to screen the general. And they're just working out what it hits first. It's going to be tight. I might have to get my measuring tape out again.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, so Keith's just saying now that he could potentially pop Charlie's Graveguard with Screams. I mean, that would be a swing back to more like a 10-10. Because I don't know if he's able to drill enough.
So they are talking out the turns, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the end of the game now anyway. I think we've almost been dice downed. So I think they're just trying to work out what can happen now. Which is a bit of a shame that we didn't get to see the end of the game.
I mean, the Graveguard popping is close to the end of the game. It's whether they would survive the Screams. It's potential swings.
Yeah. Is this going to be a big enough score for Charlie to get him a podium? This is the main question.
Do not know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Scott's going to get a podium now as well. He's had very good consistent scoring coming up with the Royal Host.
That 8-12 loss into the Tomb Guard, I think, could have secured him a podium, ironically. That is a matchup that, if it goes for... If the Tomb Guards get their attacks off with the Neck Protects, he can delete a blob. It is one of the lists out there that can absolutely delete one of those units in a single turn as well. It's got so many attacks for hatred. It's got potential to pop it. So the fact he got a 12-8 is very, very good for him. I'll be interested to see how that lies. We know who's won it. The interesting thing is how he gets on. I'd quite like to see a Scott podium. I mean, his list awful and I hate it, but he is one of the absolute gentlemen of Warhammer. He's always having a good time.
Oh, it definitely would be. It'd be amazing to see a podium for Scott.
It's one of those ones where you talk about competitive players, but Scott is a multi-time sort of best opponent at multiple events as well. So it'd be interesting to see how he gets on.
Yeah, for sure. I think
and then-
I think one of my favorite things about this weekend is obviously a lot of people on YouTube, like we talk through people's playing, we talk through games and all that kind of stuff. Like obviously people know Pash playing, people know the Doctor. Like obviously they've seen the tournament reports that the Doctor's done through his pictures, but people haven't necessarily seen the games played live, and that's just something really nice. And I've really enjoyed kind of sharing that with the community as well. And it's just nice for people to actually see the faces playing these games, and I think it's been quite nice. I think it's just nice to put the face to the lists. For sure.
I have to agree with you on this one. It is absolutely awful. I remember Forgotten North 1, which was my first ever GT playing Old World. I actually did win Forgotten North 1. I was driving to the event on day 2 and missed my turn off 3 times because I was planning out the game in my head.
Yeah.
As it was going. It's
like,
just so much focus.
It's honestly, it's so much pressure. Like when we were at Worlds, my nose just exploded with blood. Like my blood pressure was just so high. Just like stress, anxiety. It was, it's hard. It's hard. Nice.
We'll try and see you, Nico, but you're so little, it's easy to miss.
Thank you so much, mate. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed the stream. It's been great chatting to everybody as well. And just thanks to all you guys for sticking around, watching the stream. Oh, Ed's leaving.
Ed is off.
Bye, Ed. Right, so he's rushing out. Unfortunately, he's got a train to catch that he needs to go get. So I don't think he's going to be sticking around for the trophies, unfortunately.
To pick up his second place trophy.
Yeah.
That he is still technically in contention for, while 2 games are still ongoing. So I think it's done, but there is hope.
Yeah, there is hope. Can you imagine if Ed actually managed to... I don't know what he scored in his last round. Can you imagine if he podiums
scored
now?
Well.
Yeah, can you imagine if he podiums and he's had to leave? Be mortified.
I'll look after his trophy.
Yeah, should we just keep it?
Yeah,
I think so.
I would have earned it if I was there playing.
I'm going to write Dowie After Dark on it instead of Close Order. That's what I'm going to do.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to hype.
So we're tweaking.
Right, so I think they're just talking about what they're going to do, right? Yeah. So they're saying the Graveguard's dead through the screens. I think they've just rolled the screens out to see what would happen. Just trying to work out what the points would be at the end. I suppose everything's important now because it's going to be towards the end placings. So they do really need to know, I think. I'm not personally a massive fan of talking it through at the end, but I think they just need to, I think.
It's for team pride, this. Who's got bragging rights?
Yeah, exactly.
The correct answer is us, because we're above all this.
I know, we just got to chill out and drink loads of beer while it's...
We don't need the adulation of a Masters trophy. We've got the adulation of the masses in the chat, so we're doing all right ourselves.
Exactly.
We're going to make ourselves a little trophy. The Master's Master.
I'm upset we don't have a little streaming trophy, actually. Nah, cheers, man. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. And you as well. Yeah. And you as well. Right, I'm not sure what they're rolling that now.
They're rolling something. There's dice are flying. They are just in the phase of talking through. Yeah.
Well, that is what they're fighting for now. See who gets to play Vampire Counts at Worlds. So there is a bit of a personal pride going on in this.
A little bit. And to be fair, it does answer the age-old question of how do you pop a unit of Graveguard. It turns out the answer is another unit of Graveguard.
Yeah, they do.
Seems to do the trick.
So back to the Cafe BNAP. Other Cafe players. Chris Cousins has won 2 out of his 3 games all weekend.
Yep.
And Adam's just lost to Tom Brzezowski, so he's only won 2 of his 3 games.
Okay, so the other 2 Cafe players here only won 2 of their games each all weekend. So I don't think we can say that Cafe in this comp is too strong. I just think that that Pash played them very, very well.
He's
good games,
consistent.
Runs, you know what I mean? Like,
it's one of these things that he's had lucky moments, but you need that at a tournament like this. He did save a killing blow on a ward save in his final game, which could have swung it quite heavily.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, all of the tricks and tactics and stuff are just kind of basic for the game anyway. It's just knowing when to utilize them and the best time to go and stuff, mainly.
Yep. You can come chat about your game if you want.
Yeah.
You can come chat about your game. We're
I
watching
know,
this roll it down.
I know, to be fair.
We could have
to be
Scott
fair.
the Imperishable
OP
Reed
Cafe.
coming on. Scott the Imperishable Reed has walked away from us. He's dead to us.
No, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. I'm glad people have been enjoying it. It's just what
It
it's
makes
all
it
about.
worth doing it.
It's interesting the lack of Graveguard on this board.
There is.
All the
No Graveguard.
Yeah, all the Graveguard are dead. So they all got popped. They popped each other.
So what? Charlie's a unit of zombies up?
No, he's only got 1 unit of zombies in his list.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
he's-
killed.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
60 points. It's wild.
It looks like he's about to get the second unit with his Stargeist.
Yeah.
So that'll be a whole 120
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I mean, that might be why Pasha's done better. But you can't take the personal skill and also luck on the day out of that as well. So, and let's not forget, like, Chris is a very good Cathay player as well with balloons. So he might have just had a worse run. Might have had harder matchups on the day as well. I mean, that's something to take into consideration too.
He had to play Jack, the Cathay Assassin Toll.
He did. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Hopefully the painting's been going really, really well. To be fair, I think next time we should bring stuff to paint ourselves while we're on stream. Although saying that, I'd be like this all day. So probably better.
You'll
not,
see
actually.
what a speed paint monster I am.
Just paint freaking
It's got
everywhere.
colour on it. It's done.
Can Dave finish a 2K army within 2 days of streaming?
Probably, yeah.
Challenge?
Tomb Kings, let's go.
Yeah.
Send Dave your models and he'll paint them for you on stream.
Just swap him lizards for painting services. He's a commission painter that accepts lizard men in payment.
Nice.
Dave will probably just accept men in payment, to be fair.
Right, what's going on in this then?
So, bats.
I do enjoy the talking hours now
Yeah.
descended into just basically
actually playing it. They've got 5 minutes left, so
Yeah, that's true. You did paint 3K in a couple of weeks.
it's about 2.5, mate. I've not done the Ashabdi yet.
Oh,
I've still got a dragon to do, and you didn't send me a basis, so I couldn't finish the other dragon, but that is painted. It was only 150 skeletons, 2 necroslinks, and all of your foot characters. I painted them the double host in a week. Easy.
Yeah. Well, I hope this finishes soon. I kind of wanted to get them both on stream to talk through the game. Hopefully they work this out. They've kind of descended from talking it through into actually playing it. Now.
It's bragging rights. They do not like to lose.
No, neither of them do.
It was the chat beforehand. It's the whole, you know what, if it comes to it, like, one of us needs to 20-0 the other. As soon as it's there, they're like, well, no, you're not doing that. I'm not letting you have it.
I think that's game. I think
game.
that's done. Okay, right.
I can make a guess.
Yeah.
If I was coaching you right now, Charlie, I'd say don't do that.
Yeah, so so when the screams went on the Graveguard, that popped them.
Yeah. 2 rolls of 11 on the screams.
Oh, you can't make it up.
Owie.
Yeah, you can't make it up.
That is an owie. Once again, a coaching moment. If you are taking scream tests, probably avoid rolling 11s and 12s.
Yes.
It's never going to end well for you.
So if you've microwaved your dice, make sure you use the ones that you've microwaved to ones.
That is the risk of weighted dice. You know, you think, great, I'm going to do more damage on the attacks, and then you're going to take a leadership test.
Yeah, it's good to see that Pash has kept all of his weighted dice in the right areas, and it's paid off for him. I'm only joking, everyone. There's no weighted dice.
He's not joking. We've caught him stream sniping. We've caught him with his dodgy ogre base. Cheating. Shocking. So they're just talking it out now, so I'll vacate my seat as usual to make space for them to come on.
We'll just wait until they're done. As soon as they're done, then we'll just swap out for them.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. And then I'll post a short with Pash just afterwards. So we'll wait to see who the podiums are. I'll try and get a little video with everybody who's actually managed to get a space on the podium. Hopefully get some pictures as well, and then see who's won the best painted as well. Yeah, it's been a good weekend. There's been some massive surprises for me.
Yeah.
I think Tom Carley having to drop was big. Really big. That list was probably one of my favourites to win this
It's one of the
weekend.
lists that really, really would have given Pash a lot to think about.
Yeah.
It was really evasive, really annoying. Not a lot of things that you can actually score against. And once he starts putting out the beams from Primal Magic, it can really do some damage. So yeah, it's been a shame, but these things happen.
Yeah. It is a shame he's had to go, but yeah, I think that would have been a very interesting matchup. I think that would have been a good one to stream as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Vile Tides going into all of the Shugingans.
It is.
And also as well, like not a lot's worth that many points.
Yeah.
So if he's splitting up all those Shuggies, some are dying, and then he's trying to clear up units of gore, it's just almost not worth killing them.
Yeah.
And a lot, like you've got to work through so much to be able to
It's
get
the
points out
potential
of
of
it.
just sort of shaving a wound off something every now and again with those sort of combats, and then the Vile Tides come in and sort of pop him. So it's definitely a matchup that I think Pash would have wanted, but it's a shame that he wasn't able to play.
Yeah, 100%. So they are just totting up the points at the moment. We're just going to see who's won this game. We're not actually sure. Can you imagine if this just turns out to be a draw? Right, I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be slightly in Charlie's favour, but I'm not sure. I think the popping of the Graveguard from the screams was massive. But yeah, we need to work out for sure. So who won in the Owen versus Steve?
I'm looking at some pictures that have been sent to our group chat in which Steve's looking happier than Owen, shall we say, which is slightly unexpected.
Yeah, 100%. I think Tom was going to be the dark horse, and potentially Mock with the Skaven if he'd have actually played in it as well. I think that would have been interesting. Although I think Pash would have decked him with the cafe.
Yeah, potentially.
No problem at all.
A fellow lawmaster. Welcome.
Yes, it's Mortimer and Quizamundi. We tried. I am absolutely knackered now.
I'm starting to feel it now. It's almost like playing a GT at this point. I'm spacing out at this point. I'm just ready for packing everything up, going home, probably make some pasta, I think, tonight.
Well, I've got like an 8-hour drive now.
I've not.
I'm
going to go home, watch Yellowstone,
excited.
eat pasta.
I'm going to be so tired when I
sit
get
on the
home.
sofa with the missus and the dog.
Horrendous. I think all day tomorrow.
10 minutes.
I'm just going to die all day tomorrow. I'm paint dwarves. That's my plan.
We've got a result.
We have
from the Vampoff.
The Vampoff.
I just want to give the stream a minute for their predictions of this game.
Right. What did everyone think the Vamps got? Who won?
Fantasy.
Everybody, just comment now quickly.
So there is a winner.
Ooh. Who do you think won, everybody?
Keith, because of the BSB.
Morally.
Maybe, actually.
BSB guy, but then it's a liberal lord.
Right, I tell you what. Everybody just put your comments in. Should we leave? Let them come in and tell?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on in, guys. So we're going to swap out, and we're going to let Charlie and Keith tell you who won in this game.
2 non-law masters.
Yeah. Right, do you want to come on over, guys? Do you want to come on over? Right, we're going to get them in so they can talk to you and they can explain how the game went, go through all of the details. Right, here we go.
Hello,
everybody.
Internet people. We just finished our game. It was very good, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely amazing, mate. What a game.
A lovely man to play. It was. We both wanted to get violent, and we in the end we did.
Lots of violence.
Every Graveguard model is dead on both sides, and
lots of spare bits as well.
I killed about 80 zombies in the process, which was fun.
Felt like more, to be fair. Race past and you got them back early. Yeah.
So it was very good, and I guess it came down to me for two pivotal moments. Well, 3. 1, I thought I could multi-fight my battle-lusted Graveguard into your Graveguard, and then you correctly pointed out you dispelled Spectral Steed.
On a miscasted spell, which then stopped the spell.
So we forgot about that, and that sort of ruined my instant win plan of double fighting the Graveguard.
Yep.
That was 1. 2, your mistake with blocking your drill charge.
Oh my god! When I saw that, it's like, then you saw it straight after. It was like, oh my god, that's it. That's game.
So we had the Blood Knights coming around the corner, and they should have commanded a big threat radius on the left, on my left, on your right. And because you couldn't charge out of drill, it allowed me to play differently.
Yeah.
And then for me, the third moment was, as
The
we
big
said
screams.
at the start, it might just come out with scream rolls, and Keith put 3 screams on me. I had 12 wounds in the unit. I rolled 11-11 and good night.
Yeah, 13 wounds wasn't just enough to pop them.
And if I'd rolled 11-10,
yeah,
I would have been
alive.
fine.
You'd have been fine. The White Lord left on 1 wound, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant
that was
game.
it. if I'd res them, I'd have won 11-9, 12-8. It was still super close, even if I had saved that one less screen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, as he said, pleasure to play this gentleman.
So what was the end result then?
10-10.
10-10.
Oh,
10-10.
it was a winner.
We've done each other over, basically.
I did win by 150 points.
Yes. Yep, he did.
Technical moral victory.
I did that yesterday, won by 200 points. It was 201 bracket for 11-9. It's just disgusting. Yeah.
I beat Pash by 50 points for a technical moral victory as well, which I'm counting these things. These things matter.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'll write the comp and do
Yeah.
that.
No BSB's not going to be rules. silly. Like rules change, but yeah, pleasure. Thank you very much for watching us, guys. And
Thank
that was
you.
a barnstorm. We promised a full send, and we did a pretty much full send. It'd have happened in turn 2 if we got spells off.
Yeah.
We've both failed all our spells, all of our Helm's Commandments.
It's the eternal battle with VC mirrors. You just sit there rolling Helm Commandment, and
when you get it,
you go in.
full send.
If you don't get it, you're like, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'll wait.
Absolute star, mate. You are amazing to play against. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Awesome. Well done, guys.
Cheers. Thank you, everybody.
Bye bye, friends.
Well done,
I'll go
mate.
to
Well done.
Thank you.
Coming out, yeah? Nice. Well done as well, man.
Cheers.
Well done.
And Pash's
Right, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. So I'm going to end the stream here. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing this with everybody. Thank you so much for all of your comments. It's been a pleasure chatting with everybody. So it's just been great. I'm going to put some shots up in a little bit and some pictures of all the winners and stuff onto the YouTube. I'll get them up on my Instagram as well, which is Dowie After Dark. So if anybody wants to see them, pop on over there as well. Just thank you so much. It's been a great weekend. I've really enjoyed it. I hope everybody's enjoyed it as well. And I will speak to you all really, really soon. It's just been great seeing some like technical play. Hopefully everybody gets back home safe and everything as well. I'll probably put up a couple of posts tomorrow as I've got like an 8-hour drive home, which is just going to be a bit rough. And the weather's not brilliant as well. So we've got snow and stuff. So I'm going to have to pay attention. So I'll see everybody really, really soon. And I will let you know all of the podiums and where everybody got in the thoughts and also in some posts as well. So thank you so much, everybody.